So typically the little E and I share this here. The only one scurrying around the 1010XL facilities this time of morning. Trust me, me and my man ET in there. And so what we will do typically, it's usually sometime like in the first or second break. But we're not afraid to go into that kitchen and take a little tour.
Going there. I did that too before I walked in this morning.
Okay, well, so yeah. So we'll take a little tour through that kitchen. You feel me? And, you never know because this gang around here now, they'll party and eat all day long after we leave.
All day long.
I mean, it's pizza one day and it's ice cream and it's, it's just pick a day and they're having some sort of festival.
Bread.
Right. So when you come in, it's got to take a look around the break room. Man, what do we got? What the boys and girls party with yesterday? You open up the fridge. Maybe there's, a couple of boxes of wings in there or something. You never know, right?
Jinkies.
A birthday cake. And I look in there today, E.T. Oh, and those big old cookies, man. Did you see those this morning?
Oh, I saw them.
Are you responsible for breaking one of those off, or are those
I'm
just
not.
broken pieces from yesterday?
Yeah, broken pieces.
Always sketch like the exact same cookie in perfect form in there. I'd probably grab, but when they're broken off like that, it's just a little sketch, isn't it?
And then when I came in, the box was already open, so I ain't no telling how long it was open.
100%. It's all open and out in there. Now I'm probably, a little more bovine than you. I'm going to go in there like a pig and eat it anyway, except, not exactly fitting in what I'm trying to do these days anyway. So, but yeah, early morning cookie surprise in the break room it's funny that we both took the tour early today.
Yeah, it was right there.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there in front of me. I mean, what can you do? I got to start today with a shout out. I'm so happy for this entity. Okay? E, you probably haven't been with us long enough. I'm going to have some fun on the text line about what I'm going to do here. Designed by Lifetime at Closure 641-1010. Just out of curiosity. How well do you know the drill? How well do you know your boy? And E, this is going to be harder for you, especially because right after you came, I kicked the can on soda.
Okay.
Right, I went to the waters and the zeros, and so I don't exactly do that. But would you happen to know? And I'm going to guess no on you, but I'm curious the first one that can zap me on the text line 641-1010. Do you know what my favorite soda is? And it's not close. It's like like somebody's maybe mellow freaking yellow. I don't know. But do you happen to know what my favorite soda is?
Is it Pepsi?
It's not Pepsi. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Well, and that's fair because now I drink the zeros, and I'm not going to say which zero I drink because it'll give away what my favorite soda is. But if you are deeply ingrained with the boom,
already on there.
Boom, that's my guy. Yeah, boom, Dr. Pepper. Love Dr. Pepper, dude. By like, how big can the gap be between your favorite soda, beer, liquor, dessert, and your second favorite? That's me and the good doctor. So shout out and congratulations to Dr. Pepper this morning with the recent, well-deserved, hard-earned news that we're now number 2, baby. Pepsi, I see you in my rear view mirror. Coke, we're coming. Dr. Pepper with a lot of free pub here this morning. So a couple of Dr. Pepper facts for you as they shoot past Pepsi into the number 2 slot for the first time. Wasn't that long ago, E.T. Dr. Pepper was number 6, down below Sprite and some of these other lightweights, but no, with a forceful attitude and great marketing, no? Don't you think with Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, they do.
Where are you on that Fansville deal? You think it's corny or do you think it's creative / cute?
Fansville?
Yeah, they run the Dr. Pepper Fansville. They do all the things,
It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay, right? A Mountain Dew very high. Good question, Google. That'd be 2. Now, you know what? I got to go straight Coca-Cola for 2. And in fact, I probably have drank as much Coca-Cola, or probably even more than I have Dr. Pepper. But Dr. Pepper is 100% number 1 in my book. And, there was a time, you're probably not quite old enough, E, to remember the Cola Wars. You're probably aware of them, but that was more of a mid-'80s thing where Pepsi made a hard run at Coke.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they made a hard run. They got Michael Jackson to do a campaign. Didn't Michael Jackson's hair catch on fire in a Pepsi shoot one time or something?
Oh, was that a Pepsi shoot?
Wasn't it? Somebody
it was a music video.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, I think it may have been a Pepsi commercial. E.T.
Yeah.
I think it may have been. I'm getting questions now about different. I don't need strawberry cream Dr. Pepper, vanilla Dr. Pepper. They're good. I've had a taste here or there, so, but it's good, straight, hardcore Dr. Pepper. Another Dr. Pepper fact, it's actually older than Coke. It's the oldest soda in America.
Oh.
Dr. Pepper. That's
dropping
right.
them facts.
What's the story? It's like some doctor in Texas threw together a bunch of ingredients or something. I think that's how they came up with Dr. Pepper. You know what's super annoying? Super annoying to the newbies out there that think they don't drink their soda or water or whatever. They think Dr. Pepper's a root beer. Come on now. What are we doing? Come on. We've all met that guy that thinks Dr. Pepper's a root beer. But yeah, past what I was going to say though is, in the mid 80s, yeah, it's 6:10. We haven't touched sports yet. We're okay. We all right. We got 4 hours. In the mid 80s, Pepsi they got right on the doorstep. They got to within, I think, a percentage point of Coca-Cola, who's been the industry leader forever, right? And they didn't quite get there, but it was neck and neck there between Coke and Pepsi for a while. And now Pepsi down to number 3. Coke in the middle of all that, they thought it'd be a good idea to blast out this new Coke, and they changed the Coca-Cola formula. The one that was a dominant number 1.
Right.
Pepsi got close, they got nervous, so they threw out this new Coke, and America revolted. And they ended up kind of being a good mark. You got almost like a rebirth of the Coca-Cola Classic, they call it now. New Coke has been gone forever. I don't think it lasts. They tried to do them both for a little bit, I think. Because I think the story goes that the Diet Pepsi was more popular than the Diet Coke, even though Coca-Cola was the overall leader. And I think New Coke was trying to find some taste blend between those two. I don't know. Cola Wars, baby. Big time. But yeah, the Dr. Pepper up to number 2. See you, Pepsi. See you later. And I'm, for the record, I'm okay with the Fansville. I thought it was kind of dumb at first, but I see what they're doing. It's goofy. It's sarcastic almost. I'm okay with it. Sundrop I've had, man. Sundrop was from the. I'm sorry, gang. You're just gonna have to swipe with me as I see stuff come here on the text line. Somebody said try Sundrop if you can find it. Sundrop was huge in Middle Tennessee where I grew up. In fact, my best friend's father was a Sundrop rep. Drank a ton of Sundrop when I was a kid. Sundrop, for those that don't know, is like a mellow yellow.
I've had Sundrop a few times.
Yeah, it's like a mellow yellow kind of a deal. So there we go, Dr. Pepper. Congratulations, Mr. Pibb's very similar. I'm okay with Mr. Pibb. Some Dr. Pepper lovers are Mr. Pibb snobs. Et. That's also a fact, part of the Dr. Pepper culture. Some Dr. Pepper fans are Mr. Pibb snobs.
Okay.
I'm not. I'll gladly take a Pibb, but if you don't have Dr. Pepper, I would prefer the Dr. Pepper. And there may be those that prefer the Mr. Pibb to Dr. Pepper, and we welcome you into the same taste commune. I don't know if I should throw, Texas and commune and soda all into the same category, but nonetheless, how about we turn our attention, maybe talk a little sports. It just keeps getting worse for the Braves, man. We've all had those seasons. We had kind of one last year, but not the. I'm talking about the kind where star after star after star gets injured. And a great team, and it'd be a great team, could be any sport. Okay, well, they can withstand this, and they can withstand that, and they can withstand the other. But then it reaches a point where how much can you? When you just get whittled away through loss of talent and depth to the point that you do start to wonder. Braves got blown out yesterday in Boston. That's not the story. The story is another injury potentially taking a player down. Braves bats are already ice cold, which would seem to suggest it's not like there's there's not a bunch of bench strength there. Guys that were supposed to be supplemental players have already been forced into everyday roles. See Adam Duvall. They brought in Jared Kelenic in a trade this offseason. They've stuck him in left field. He's just been okay. But he went down with a knee injury yesterday, sliding after a ball in the outfield. Let's see. Yeah, headline you don't want to see. Braves outfield injury woes go from bad to worse on Kelnic's diving catch. Let's see. Made the catch. His right, actually, it's his wrist. I'm sorry. I thought it was his wrist folded under him, caused him to lay on the ground in pain. Eventually exited without his glove. For now, it says that he's looks like he's okay. He went back into the game. Looks like he'll be all right. But yet another injury scare for a Braves team that continues to, let me see, checks notes, do nothing. Kind of what we're doing here at this point. On to Washington, where I see Dan. I mean, this is where the Braves are. I got a guy sitting next to me in the morning who literally had a funeral for his team less than a week ago. I believe they're like 4 games back of Atlanta for the wild card. And the Braves are in the top, maybe a little bit more than that, actually. They may be 4 out of the wild card overall, and the Braves' lead over a wild card is dwindling. Not that that is. I just got to send a text on my phone on the who can the Diet Dr. Pepper. Who is the dude? What's this guy's name? The first American Idol was Kelly, and what's the other dude? Justin. What's his name? Guardini. Justin Guardini. Is that it?
I was thinking the other guy, Seacrest.
No. Yeah, those are the hosts. But they had like a dual winners that first year. Or first and second that year was Kelly Clarkson, who won the first, with Justin, I think, Guardini. I don't remember the last name. But anyway, they had the little, remember the little Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper campaign where they had the little dude, like a little guy singing, and then you come to realize that, yeah, that's Justin Guardini. That made me chuckle. I'm sorry. Let's get back to it. Hey, when it comes to the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, they've dug up some Shaquille O'Neal receipts. That's where we are here on the, Clark dynamic. As always, things seem to ratchet in the wrong direction because the whole thing is nonsensical. Well, this should all be a feel-good story. Got another good young star coming to the league. Everyone's happy. Let's up things. But for some reason, this dynamic of, tension has evolved beyond tension to the point that the player, Kennedy Carter, who did the double hop shoulder, trucking of Caitlin Clark in that game the other day, plays for the Chicago Sky. They were in Washington, and as they arrived, they were met by a man with a camera. The man was trying to approach Carter, whose flagrant foul against Clark on Saturday had been the subject of a debate for sure. Police said team security de-escalated any encounter. Police weren't called. A video posted on X, later deleted. One of the players said the man was making racist and misogynistic remarks at the players, but that wasn't posted on X. Anyway, they seem to be thankful for security. There's always a bunch of nut jobs out there, no matter what the situation is, it seems. But anyway, so suddenly the value of Caitlin Clark and what she can do as a basketball player is in the news again. And I guess Shaq back in February when she set the women's college basketball scoring record, like double and triple down that she's the best women's college basketball player he's ever seen, which was hardly a controversial statement at the time, when she was lighting up poor, Indiana for 8 3-pointers one night. NBA Finals get going tonight. I can't wait. I love the NBA Finals. Y'all out there know that. Probably much more than the listening audience. So congratulations. So you're sitting here with a guy who loves baseball and loves the NBA Finals. I think between the two, that's not a lot of crossover audience there, E.
No.
You're probably throwing a pretty wide net on Gen Pop, right? I don't know if the NBA Finals fans and Major League Baseball fans are sharing a lot of the pie chart these days, but nonetheless, what an intriguing matchup. As the Finals return to Boston, I offered this up this morning. First, I want to get the exact name right. I want to, this is what you call show prep, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here it is. So I'm bebopping around yesterday. My Braves are quickly down 5-0. I've done all my work for the day. I've put the lunch pail up, and I'm going to settle in and watch some Braves baseball, and it's 5-0, and we are not doing anything, and I can see where this is headed. So I do the little, hit the little search button there and see what we got flying on some of the different services. And I get to HBO and I'm scrolling. I say, you know what? Let me find a good sports doc.
Okay.
I watched a sports doc in a while. HBO's got 100 of them. They all looked terrific. But for some reason, with the finals starting tonight and with the Celtics involved, I settled in on this 2010. Now, thankfully, it's a topic that hasn't changed. The parameters. In fact, this documentary probably better produced in 2010 than it would be now. But I settled in on a documentary that was in 2010. I'm curious if those of you who have seen it. Many of you, if you're super fans of either of these two players or teams, you may have seen it when the daggum thing came out. I got to be honest, 2010, I don't even know if I had HBO. But it was an HBO-produced documentary, ET. It was called Magic and Bird, A Courtship of Rivals.
Okay.
You got Max?
No, I don't got it.
You got access to, well, nod, wink, wink?
I could probably get it.
Yeah, search Magic and Bird, A Courtship of Rivals, and educate yourself a little bit. And I'm not saying that condescendingly. I mean, just go back to the era, and there were some fascinating storylines that you forget. And I'll kick it around with Hicken a little bit later. There's 4 or 5 things here that I either didn't know or had forgotten, and just some major, we've got like major news-making storylines, 3 or 4 or 5 of them. That's how big of entity this Magic Bird phenomenon was. Lots of standalone, if nothing else had ever happened between the two or involving the two. Magic and Bird meeting in the 79 title game. Magic and Bird, one's Rookie of the Year, the other wins the NBA championship as a Rookies Finals MVP. Back and forth they go. Finally, they meet for the first time. Magic beats Bird, but you've got Magic Bird for the first time. You've got there were little nuances to that rivalry, and it was just a good reminder just how different these guys were, how polar opposite they were in so many ways. Yet, if you just wanted to change their skin tone and put them in other uniforms, they might look a lot like the same guy. But totally opposite personalities. It's hard to be friends with Larry Bird. But some reminder. First you had that. You had that. Then you had the Celtics Lakers, battle royale there in the 80s, where one of the two was winning the title seemingly every year. They played each other 3 times. So there's that story that stands in and of itself. Little notes and reminders, like Bird and Magic's first meeting in the finals, the Celtics won in 7. When they played again a couple years later, I don't have the years in front of me. There's a period there. I think they maybe 3 years later play again. And when they did, the Celtics 8-0 against the Lakers all time in the finals. When Magic and Kareem and Worthy and Coop and Byron Scott and the boys finally beat the Celtics, they ended up beating them in twice. The next 2 meetings between the Celtics and the Lakers won. But before that, primarily through Russell and Havlicek and that period of the 60s when the NBA was very, very popular, the Celtics won every matchup. And so Magic and the Lakers beating the Celtics in the finals for the first time. Then you have the storyline. It's a standalone, could be a whole segment topic of Magic and the HIV diagnosis. And the shock that the country, what that meant when we heard it, and gosh, what it's ended up being now some 33 years later, and Magic Johnson alive and happy and healthy as could be. But that was I'll never forget that day. I was working in the business already, but young, hadn't been for long. And then the offshoot of that, returning to the court. And then finally you had the Dream Team. Don't forget, Bird and Magic on the first Dream Team. Realizing the opportunity to play together, which, by the way, wasn't a first time, which is another little interesting. So I think Hicken and I think y'all enjoy some perspective and some conversation about the Magic-Bird rivalry, what it really meant. Michael Jordan didn't save the NBA. He took it to the next level.
Yeah.
Bird and Magic saved the NBA. The NBA was playing in front of sparse crowds with a bad reputation, with and by the way, not exactly all for the right reasons, which we'll touch on as well. But the Magic and Bird, A Courtship of Rivals, So many cool things in it, so many reminders, and in some cases, learning some things. So we kick that around a little bit later as the NBA Finals get slated to get kicked off tonight. Let's get into some NFL talk, some Jaguars talk. We can do that when we come back on the other side. We're up and rolling. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. My friends at Custom Tree Surgeons will hook you up and do you right. Absolute best in the business. No job too big or too small. It's Custom Tree Surgeons and CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Jacksonville's home for Florida Gators baseball.
The Gators advance to the Super Regional for a best-of-3 series against the Tigers in Clemson. Saturday at 2 and Sunday at 2:30 on 10:10 a.m.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interests first. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with 2 years free maintenance. What Mazda moves you? Find out. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com to discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in 1 day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Oh, that big and broke line. No worries. I'll just go to fish-hook-repair.com and get these hooked on fish again. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive fish hook apparel for Jacksonville's coolest anglers. Fish-hook-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for fishing gear.
New faces on the field for the first time in team.
There are no shortcuts, man.
OTA coverage is brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Up, quick speed!
On 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Let's go! Join us this Saturday, June 8th at 7 o'clock in the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena as your Sharks take on the Tulsa Oilers. Great seats are still available. Ask about our awesome family package. 4 tickets, 4 food or merchandise vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Get yours today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksonsharks.com. Shark Tank is having a luau. So break out your flip-flops and grass skirts and come join us. Check out the Polynesian dancers and learn the hula at Shark Fest, our pregame party. The first 1,000 fans will get a free lay. It's going to be a totally tubular night.
Jacksonville Sharks, Tulsa Oilers.
That's Saturday, June 8th, 7 o'clock. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jacksharks.com. Let's go!
Let's go.
After consulting with several orthopedic specialists about my constant knee pain, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and Dr. Chris Swanson to handle my surgery. Their professionalism let me know this team was the one for me. The surgery was very successful, and if I ever have a future need, I'll continue to trust Southeast Orthopedic Specialists to take care of me.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hawthorne Heights presents 20 Years of Tears live at the St. Augustine Amphitheater Thursday, August 8th with special guests Thursday, Amberlin, Armor for Sleep, Emery, and This Wild Life. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, guys, be a true grill master with the Sausage Dudes sausage and upgrade that cookout. The Sausage Dudes are guys from Jacksonville who use their family recipes to make better sausage with the best cuts of pork, carefully sourced spices, and natural casings. And the Sausage Dudes are mission-minded, supporting the Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida. Try all 4 flavors because your cookout deserves better. Now available at all Publix stores in the frozen meat section. Head to Publix today and get your hands on the Sausage Dudes sausage.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We're back. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. You should have a fun Saturday night there with the Sharks. Everybody gets a free lay.
I'm about that.
That'll be cool. Be festive, floral, so to speak.
Floral.
Be floral. Another day, another couple of wins for baseball's 2 best teams to this point. Yankees, Phillies, both went at home yesterday. They're both 44-19. I think I saw that each were off to maybe not all-time historic starts, but certainly among the best starts in their franchise's histories, particularly the Phillies. So that's 3 in a row for Philly. That's 7 in a row now for the Yankees. And they are just doing it on both sides. They've scored more, the second most runs in baseball, and they've given up the fewest runs in baseball. And that typically is pretty good ratio. The Braves' struggles continue. Bats impotent yesterday. The 5th starter has been a black hole of just go ahead and pencil in an L. And so the Braves, I believe, are 9 games over 500. 8 games back of the Phillies. So, of course, that's pledged. We're not paying attention. Not going to let it bother me. You feel me?
I feel you, bro.
Yeah. Just going to leave that be. Did you notice by his absence anyone from Tom Brady's roast? I know at the end, tail end, it kind of became, it seemed like Edelman, Brady, and maybe Gronk were like the posse. But at one point, man, it seemed like Brady and this is one of the few guys, by the way, there's like 5 or 6 of them that have caught touchdown passes from both Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. And this dude was a pretty go-to receiver for both of them. But Wes Welker, right?
Okay.
Although Wes Welker, is he also the one that my husband cannot throw the ball and catch the ball? Wasn't that Welker? May have been Amendola.
Oh, yeah, that was another one. Dang, he had a bunch of them.
Yeah. Wes Welker with Tom Brady, by the way, played 78 games, had 567 catches, 6,300 yards, 34 touchdowns. I mean, those are big-time numbers if you do the extrapolation. But he was not willing to catch any stray jokes that may have come his way at the quarterback's roast. A lot of Brady's teammates were there and on stage, including Gronk and Edelman. But notably absent was Welker, who is 4th on Brady's all-time favorite touchdown target list. Gronk has 105, Edelman 41, Moss 40, and then the 34 that Welker caught. I wonder how many he had with Manning. Probably more than that. But he was someone you might have expected to see. But he said, I was not asked to be a presenter. I was asked to sit on the side and get roasted, which I'm glad I wasn't there. To each his own, I guess. The 5-time Pro Bowler then added he was disappointed in what the roast became. There was some funny stuff, everything, but, it was what it was. He's now the Dolphins receivers coach. Brady, of course, had some negative things to say about the roast because of the effect on his children. I don't know how naive you can be to not understand the things that are going to be said by the people that you have up there on stage. I would imagine Tom Brady, before every game, had an idea what the defense was going to be, right? He's going to look at the playbook. He's going to go to the film. Yeah, maybe go to the film on Nikki Glaser and understand what you're getting, right? There's probably a part of him that was like, give it to her, boys. But then the kids get involved. I don't think he's sorry for Giselle. He may voice that at some point. It is that, that stuff is what it is. In that, especially in that celebrity world, right, E?
Celebrity world different.
Yeah.
I got a total number of touchdowns while Wes Welker played in Denver, and you'll be surprised.
Less?
Way less. It seemed like it was more.
Yeah, it did. What did he have?
12.
That's it?
In 2 seasons.
Okay.
He had 10 in 2013.
Okay, that's the season I remember.
And 2 in 2013.
2013, that's the one they set all the records and then lost to the Seahawks, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was the title year?
Yep.
So he was pretty much the number 1 receiver on that team, right? It
was him and Demarius.
Yeah. How many catches did Welker have with Manning?
73 and 13 and 49 and 14.
Yeah, I would have thought he was there more. I may be confusing him with another guy that Manning had, it seemed, in Denver and Indy, Brandon Stokely.
Oh, that was another guy.
Another one of those. Yeah. They're all real similar, man.
Yep.
You throw those guys in a bag and shake them out, and they're all super similar. So let's get into a little bit of Jags talk. The seasonal list, ET. And so yesterday, do you have Chris Sims' list?
I don't have the list.
Can you pull it up? Did you know where Hicken got that? I guess he goes. We had gotten, and by the way, I guess today we'll learn the top 10 because we gotten to 11 on the Chris Sims, quarterback list, and he does it every year. And look, there's always those that you agree and disagree with. We're officially on record. He's got Minshew like 39, wasn't it? Something silly.
Yeah, up there.
But his look. Sometimes he's right and you don't want to hear it. Sometimes it seems like a huge stretch. Sometimes he's wrong. Sometimes he's right and you don't want to hear it. Blake Bortles, remember? Remember when Bortles was coming off some statistically good years? Arrow was pointing up and Sims had him way down the list. I can't remember what the number was, but it was like, wow, really? I also remember before the draft, he was among that small-ish number that said Zach Wilson was a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. That certainly is not played out. But we now have some explanation, conversation, through and with Chris Sims and his thoughts on Trevor Lawrence. I believe, I'm going by memory yesterday, as we got that. Wasn't he 11?
He is 11.
11, right? And who's 10?
Stops at 11.
Oh, that's right. We had gone from 29 to 11. Okay, he has sent me the list because that's why he's the best in the business. I want to just go over a couple of these before I get to some specific comments that Sims has on Trevor Lawrence. And by the way, if you have the 11th best quarterback in the NFL, you're in real good state, real good shape to start the season. Is it as high as last year? We saw him 6 or 7? No. C.J. Stroud has earned that spot there. We'll see where how they restack this time next year. But the quarterback position is certainly good enough if you got the 11th best guy, especially when I tell you and show you and the names that are around where Trevor Lawrence is at number 11. So the latest release goes from 11 to 20. Actually, so it gives us 4. We're all the way down to 40. Stidham at 40. Minshew at 39. Minshew way too low. I mean, I
tried that, man.
I give him behind guys like Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco and Bryce Young and Sam Darnold and J.J. McCarthy and Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix. Those are just a lot of the rookies. You just heard their names. We're up to 27. Yesterday I told you Daniel Jones at 23, Deshaun Watson at 24. That sounds goofy to me. He has Caleb Williams already at 20. But let's get into the guys that we will put in Trevor's, I don't know, conversation, right? And I think it's fair. Trevor at 11, all the way down to the guys I'm going to start mentioning right now. In fairness, they all seem about the same to me. Not all. The group as a whole, vanilla, seems about the same. Tua is 18. NFL's leading passer in yards last year, 18.
Try that man, too.
Brock Purdy in the Super Bowl, 17. Kyler Murray, that's kind of high at 16, right? Most don't have him that high. We'll see. What did they got Harrison Jr., right? That's who they drafted?
Yep.
Baker Mayfield at 15, that's a polarizing one. Who are you going to count Baker Mayfield that you just your overall impression of him, or are you going to really look at what he did?
Right.
So 15 for Mayfield. Trevor, by the way, ahead of all these guys. Aaron Rodgers at 14. That's a rational, fair view of Aaron Rodgers. He could be top 5 if he stays healthy.
He could be.
But I think the star coming off of an Achilles injury at that age. Jordan Love, an up-and-comer, a fast riser. Many have him in the top 10 in their offseason list, is number 13. Kirk Cousins, the Falcons, number 12. And then Trevor is number 11 overall. So just outside the top 10. That means C.J. Stroud will show up in the top 10 for Chris Sims. But Sims has him 11. Doesn't mean that he doesn't think that he's more than good enough for this Jaguars football team.
Is he Mahomes? Is he Josh Allen? I don't know about that yet, but he's damn good. And he's got a lot of the traits to go, whoa, that's special, right? And some of the other stuff is just fine-tuning. Hey, he's young. He's still learning a few things.
Well, it's a rational view. You know, we forget that most quarterbacks come into the league, and it takes them years before they finally win. You climb the ladder. Listen, there are those that just burst on.
Lawrence is one of the best-looking specimens playing quarterback in the NFL. And when you talk size, athleticism, and arm power, it is up there with anybody in the league, Mike. Anybody. It just has to be a little bit more consistent, and there's some nuance that he's still learning. But, damn, I think this is, no-brainer.
Yeah, all right. They're talking, listen, that's conversation on Pro Football Talk. And you know, it's around Trevor and getting paid. And Sims says, Trevor's the guy. The Jags need to pay him now. He expects him to get $52, $53 million a year. Okay, that's all in line with what we think and what we've heard. Oh, well, Chris, what about the supposed step back last year, right? What about that? What about the turnovers?
Regression last year happened because one thing that was apparent to me when I went back for my quarterback rankings and watched film was, holy Batman, they couldn't protect Trevor Lawrence last year. I mean, it's actually some of the games are comical. I go, my gosh, it's 30 drop back passes, and 24 of them, he literally had to be like, I got to throw it because I'm about to get wrecked here. I mean, so they couldn't run, they couldn't protect last year, and they've made all the proper adjustments, I think, here this offseason to stop that, to now where we can see the best of Trevor Lawrence once again, and hopefully that happens.
Well, and if he is indeed the 11th, this is all feeding off of Chris Sims' offseason list is up now to number 11. I assume the top 10 will be released on schedule either today or whatever that normal release date is. But Trevor, I think that's pretty optimistic to have him at 11 coming off of last year. You see more 15, 16 in most of the lists right now. But again, he's in that group, very fluid. Any of that group of names that I just listed to you, if he has a great year and takes his team into the playoffs, they'll rapidly shoot up into the top 10, maybe even top 5, depending. So, by the way, if the Jags do have the 11th best quarterback and those things come in place, they'll be a playoff team. Sure they will. AFC South getting better, though. I saw the division rankings. I think I saw us third, man. We've been sitting down in that 8-hole, right? I mean, the AFC South going into last year may have been ranked the weakest division in the NFL. And up to number 3 because there's a team in Indy that has a lot of the same feelings that we do. Like the quarterback situations are drastically different. The Jags guy is certainly much more proven than Anthony Richardson, but the Colts have put together a bunch of pieces. And if you go by Vegas, over, under, win, playoff projection, total, power rankings, the Jags and the Colts are pretty much side by side. And the Texans, despite last year's narrow division victory, I do not think are super far ahead. So let's come back and talk some more football. It's Football Fix. I got some Jags position coaches and their perspectives now on what they've seen to this point. All that and more. It is a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ronaldo Lopez on the hill for the Atlanta Braves today. $1.80 road favorite of the Washington Nationals, plus 150. 8.5 over the total at Nationals Park. Florida State opens up the Tallahassee Super Regional Friday at home with UConn. The Seminoles are the $3.30 game one favorite. UConn plus 240. Saturday afternoon, the Florida Gators visit Clemson in the Clemson Super Regional. The Tigers $1.75 home favorite. Florida plus 135 underdogs. NBA Finals open up today. The Boston Celtics 6.5-point favorites at home of the Dallas Mavericks. 214.5 the total at the TD Garden. OmahaSteaks.com promo code VSIN for big savings on Father's Day gift. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Duck Duck Rooter is the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, and we want to help you protect your septic system. Think about this. What would happen to your car if you never change the oil? Septic systems are no different and should be pumped at least every 3 years. Lack of maintenance is the #1 reason for septic system failure. Call Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services today to schedule your pumping.
When you're stuck, call the Duck.
904-862-6769.
Yeah. E to the T here, and the NBA playoffs are heating up, and it's the perfect time to elevate your game with MyBookie. With MyBookie, you can bet from anywhere, anytime, so you'll never miss a shot to cash in or cash out. What MyBookie has to offer? Let me tell you. Early cash outs, daily odds boosts, quick bet settlements, live game lines, and some. All you have to do is head over to MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL. That's right. Use promo code 1010XL to get you that special bonus deposit. I'm telling you, MyBookie trying to hook you up. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Summer starts now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet with our summer sale. It's not sink or swim. We have vehicles for every budget and every need, starting as low as $79.99, and you won't get burnt. We offer 20-year 200,000-mile protection on new and 7-year 100,000-mile protection on used. Plus, we can really cool things off with our 30-day exchange policy. Start the summer off the way you deserve it with our summer sale at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you not able to enjoy this summer as much as you want because of joint pain? Well, give my friends at QC Kinetics a call at 904-274-5522 for a free consultation. They're serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move again, pain-free. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. Stop putting it off. Take action now and live your best life again. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 904-274-5522 in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That is QC Kinetics.
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
It's the Sporting Jacks Soccer Hour. Join Cole Pepper, Mauricio Ruiz, and Becky Burley as they discuss the latest in the world of soccer, including Sporting Jacks bringing pro men's and women's soccer to Jacksonville. Mondays at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance painting.
Hey Jacksonville, Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels for Big Chief Tire. And if you're looking for quality tires that won't break the bank, they've got you covered. With 5 convenient locations around town, Big Chief keeps Jacks rolling. Right now, they're offering $50 off a new set of tires. It's the perfect time to upgrade before you hit the road for summer vacation. Head over to BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 today to take advantage of this incredible deal. That's Big Chief Tire, 904-932-0950.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and Triumph is such a beautiful ride. But, Greg, you're telling me that there's a price point that's going to invite even more potential buyers.
There is. There's 2 new models, both of them under $6,000, one of them under $5,000. Great motorcycle, same Triumph quality and design. You got to come see it.
And it still is that big bike underneath you.
It is. It's a good-looking bike and all Triumph.
You can log on, cyclesofjacksonville.com, or visit the showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
There's a number of interceptions at the end of every year. They're not all on Trevor Lawrence. There's at the end of a game or end of a half, you're throwing the ball up in a Hail Mary situation sometimes, and there's an interception. And I'm not saying these things happen to him. Or end of a game, it's not a lot of time left, and you got to get a big chunk. You're down 2 scores. You're going to throw some balls, or you get hit throwing the ball. Well, I don't necessarily think those aren't always on a quarterback. There's tip balls, whether it's a tip ball at the line of scrimmage or a receiver, a ball goes off of his hand. Those sometimes are misleading.
That's Mike McCoy. He's the Jaguars quarterback coach, and in fairness, that's every quarterback in the league, isn't it? I mean, every quarterback's got to throw up some Hail Marys. Every quarterback, or most quarterbacks, are getting scramble mode late in games. Bad things happen to them. I think it's the fumbles, right? If Trevor Lawrence could have, would you take a year where Trevor threw 10 touchdowns and had 0 fumbles?
No, I need more touchdowns. 10 ain't enough.
10 picks, I said.
Oh.
I meant to say picks. I'm sorry. 10 interceptions and 0 fumbles. Would you take that right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure. How many interceptions? What if he had 36 touchdowns and 14 interceptions but 0 fumbles?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I think it's the fumbles, I think, that we worry about.
Those just a random fumbles, yeah.
All right. Fire the band. We got a football fix. It's brought to you by the Sharks. They're home this weekend. I don't know if you heard, but E.T. told me free lays this weekend down at the Sharks.
Get laid,
so it should be
baby.
a good night, man. Got the Polynesian dancers. Nice, cool island vibe. Play Tulsa, who they beat earlier this year. And by the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. Best value in golf. It's the Julington Creek Golf Club. Bill Shuey is the Jaguars' outside linebackers coach. Among those unknowns that you hope, hits a gear here in a new situation, rushing the passer, would be Trevis Gibson, I guess. Guy they went and got in the offseason. We've gone and revisited this 100 times. What did he have? One year he had 7, maybe? 6
like
or
7 or 6.5,
6.5, 7. And then the other years he had more than a couple or 3. But seems to be a good fit here, and the Jags are hopeful that Gibson could be an addition to the pass rush that maybe you're not necessarily expecting.
When I had an opportunity to speak with the folks here about, hey, there's a guy out there, I've coached him, I know he plays hard, I think he might be a good fit. And then, Trent and his guys, they talked with the agents, and they were able to make that happen. I was happy to have Travis here. Yeah. I knew he'd be good for the room, he'd be good for the culture, he'd be good because I know he's going to compete. And then, as they make decisions on the roster, he'll make some decisions tough because I think he will make those other guys, like there's a group of guys right there, and everybody's going to have to be at their very best.
Yeah, we need to hit some gold here, right? We need to get lucky. We need to find a guy like Gibson who joins his second team after 4 or 5 years in the league and then suddenly realizes he's a 10-sack guy. They're around the league. It doesn't maybe Hassan Reddick fall into that? There have been guys that first 4, 5, 6 years didn't do a ton, but you saw something inside there. Hopefully the Jags have seen that, identified it, and this free agent class, in addition to the draft class, can make the Jags a much better team next year. Before we get to the other reasons and rationales, Nick Chubb met the media yesterday in Cleveland. Still no target date from those severe knee injuries that ended last season. Had a pair of surgeries. Got injured week 2 against the Steelers, and somehow the Browns, through all of that, and the quarterback injury with Joe Flacco, that's what a defense can do for you, huh? But Chubb said he likes where he's at. Man, that is a lot to come back from. But because he spoke yesterday and because we have Doc Murphy in studio today, we'll get a more clear perspective. You know, we talked about Christian McCaffrey yesterday and earning that running back money. Probably Nick Chubb would be second right now. If all things healthy, would Nick Chubb be the second best back in the league?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would think so too. It seems inevitable that ultimately the NFL will be playing an 18-game regular season schedule. Well, the Colts NFLPA rep Ryan Kelly says, nah, that'd be too many. So Roger Goodell's vision of adding that game is going to be met with some resistance. Kelly, a center for the Colts, said 18 games sounds great when Roger's saying it on Pat McAfee. But until you're the one that's going out there and putting the helmet on for 18 of those games, then come talk to me. So I would expect there would at least be some more of that kind of opinion. And we talked about Kyler Murphy. He was 15th on Chris Sims' quarterback list. That's much higher than you find him in other places this offseason, but he's speaking at Cardinals OTAs, 9 practices in, says he sees the differences of being in a second-year system. He likes what he sees. They were 4-13 last year, but they did go 3-4 after he returned from in Week 10 from an ACL injury. Think about that. The Cardinals were 1-9, completely out of it, dead in the water, and in meaningless games really playing at that point. And Murray came in. They went 3-4. I'm old enough to remember Kyler Murray coming to Jacksonville just 3 years ago, and being so good that he was in the MVP conversation.
Man, that's when he was sitting across. He crossed his legs and hit us with that pose.
Yeah, he did. He went yoga on us, didn't he?
Buddy, yoga on us.
We've mentioned this, I think, but we have some specifics now. The first year of the 12-team college football playoff kicks off with first-round games on December 20th. It will include with the title game 1 month later in Atlanta. I know this is a Football Fix NFL news. The 4 first CFP games will be December 20th and 21st. ESPN and ABC will televise Friday and Saturday nights at 8. TNT has afternoon games 12 and 4. Those afternoon games will go up against the NFL. Shame on the NFL. Well, I don't know. This kind of came about late. But Houston, Kansas City at 1 will force you to make a decision on whatever that Final Four game or that first playoff game is that's at noon. And then you got Ravens Steelers at 4:30 with that second first 4 game at 4 that day. So there you go. Good to have options, I guess. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Go to jacksharks.com and be in the tank this Saturday night.
On 1010XL from the studios of Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Oh, can you do the trailer guy voice?
1010XL.
Not bad.
Nailed it. 1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
How nice would it be not to worry about your AC unit for 10 years? What? Bonds Heating and Air, standing by their units for 10 years. Imagine not having to think about your AC unit for a decade. Bond's 10-year warranty covers the parts, labor, and refrigerant. Basically everything. No fictional problems that will cost thousands. This is legit. An AC unit with no repair costs. Wouldn't that be nice? So remember, if your AC unit won't turn on, just call Bonds. That's Bonds Heating and Air.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. If you need new windows or doors for your home, heads up. This message is for you. New South is having a one-day factory sale. This Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off high-performance award-winning windows. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. 40% off our factory direct products installed. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing or call today. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Ready to drive away with a fortune? Join us at Best Bet St. Augustine for our Fairways to Fortune giveaway. Over $30,000 in prizes are up for grabs, including a top-of-the-line 6-seater golf cart. Join us July 27th at Best Bet St. Augustine for the big giveaway and hourly cash drawings. Come play and win big at Best Bet St. Augustine, located on State Road 207, seconds away from the I-95 exit. Visit bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com, and we'll see you in St. Augustine.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a Dandy. And do it today.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. The IRS has resumed their aggressive collections. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Jacksonville, or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Former QB and current NBC football analyst Chris Sims recently put together his 2024 Top 40 QB countdown. Jag QB1 Trevor Lawrence checked in at number 11. Sims says the Jags should pay him now.
Do it now before he throws for 5,000 yards maybe this year and 42 touchdowns and is in the MVP race. And all of a sudden it's way up.
The number 3 men's and number 5 women's Florida track and field teams travel to Oregon for the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships this week. The national championship spans 4 days, going on now through Saturday. Former Gator and 2-time college basketball champion Al Horford and the rest of his Celtic teammates will face off against the Dallas Mavericks as the NBA Finals get underway this evening. For Horford and his team, this has been the goal since day one.
Have this all we've been talking about, being in this position again. It's just a fun time.
And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:03, it's 74 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know it! Yes, sir! Ah!
they do, Dano?
Yeah!
I guess we got some percolating news here on the day the finals get started. The Lakers talking to Danny Hurley.
Massive offer to Hurley. Dan Hurley is a franchise next coach preparing a massive long-term contract offer to bring the back-to-back NCAA national champion to the NBA, sources telling ESPN. Massive.
I got to call Wake Up the Bit Man. He told me he was breaking the story that Redick was the guy. JJ Redick. JJ. It's so hard to
Woj bomb.
It's hard to forecast how a college coach will do stepping up to the NBA. I think maybe even harder than college to NFL, which isn't successful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's a different world.
Especially if you don't come. I mean, Hurley, to my knowledge, has no NBA experience.
And like with Hurley, and again, I don't
like Bobby Hurley played in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, Danny Hurley, I don't think has all his coaching and playing experiences at the college level. I think
Hurley is Danny Hurley. Is a hard A. Screamer, yeller at the. You can't play that game in the NBA, bro. It's different.
You wouldn't think.
It's just different. It's very different. So it's good to be here though on a Thursday.
Well, we're good. We're glad to see you.
Thanks for having me.
As always.
Yes. I did something. A couple things from yesterday from Dan time. I was just looking at Hurley, St. Anthony, Rutgers, St. Benedict, Prep, Wagner, Rhode Island, UConn.
Yeah, no NBA at all.
Yeah. High school though, got some high school experience.
Well, comes in handy. You're getting younger and younger.
Now that we're paying them, why not? It's the same thing.
Can I just put one bow on that for anybody that misconstrued anything that we said yesterday about this ridiculously stupid NIL for high schoolers? It's not the kids. We're not blaming the kids. We're not calling the kids bad people or they're stupid. That's not them. That's not the complaint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I would say this. This is obviously a historic day, and you should think, we just had Memorial Day weekend, but today is the, 80th anniversary of D-Day, the Normandy landings.
Mm-hmm. 80 years, wow.
80 years ago. And we had a lot of pictures on social media. E, did you see some of the pictures?
No.
I mean, you should take a minute and look at these kids' faces. I mean, babies on these boats coming up the beach. I mean, like Brooks' age.
Yeah.
With guns.
Yeah, it's like John said yesterday. Sometimes some kids would lie about their age. They go in at 15, 16 years old.
And these boats would open and they'd go into the water, and they knew probably half of them, and I think it was like 90% weren't coming back. You want to talk about the real heroes?
Oof.
And we can sit here all the way. Today's kids, but I'm just saying.
No, right.
Think about 1944. Think about those kids. Think about having a son. Think about it being you.
In truth, those kinds of wars will never be fought again. They're going to be fought like video games.
Yes.
With drones and improving missile technology. And there's always going to be frontline warfare. Do not get me wrong.
The invasion began shortly after midnight on the morning of June 6th. An extensive aerial and naval bombardment and airborne assault. The landing of 24,000 American, British, and Canadian airborne troops. How about that, jumping from the sky?
We're young enough that when the D-Day to our childhood is the same amount of time that from less amount of time than from the 90s till now, okay? So we were more aware of what it was and what actually happened and what the circumstances were. But the further you get away, it's the easier for that to be forgotten. It's a fascinating story, first of all,
yeah.
the heroism and I mean, it's basically U.S. saving the world, man. It's worth a revisit in something more than a Hollywood movie.
Now, just take a minute and read up on it. It was a 50-mile target stretch of the Normandy coast, 5 sectors: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juneau, and Sword. Strong winds blew the landing crafts east of their intended positions, particularly at Utah and Omaha. Men landed under heavy fire from gun emplacements overlooking the beaches. I read yesterday Eisenhower's letter to the kids. Oh, jeez. I mean, you want to talk about, man, oh, man. Allies failed to achieve any of their major goals beyond the establishment of the beachheads on the first day. They were just under heavy fire. Only 2 of the beaches were linked on the first day. All 5 beachheads were not connected until 12 June. Allied casualties were documented for at least 10,000.
What was it? Was it Was that not just an American
Americans,
storm? Or was
British,
there,
and
did we have
Canadian.
other with us?
Yeah. So it's anyway, just read up on it if you can. But think back, it's 80 years ago today. So, and I know they've had some huge celebrations. I saw in the cities that were liberated, they're still treated as heroes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cities were under
like
the enemy.
Yeah.
You know, German.
Yeah.
And
occupation,
and we liberated those cities, and the boys that go back today at the age of 100, 98, whatever they are still treated as heroes. There was an event they had at one of the cities, and a long standing ovation that they brought out. It was really.
I'm reminded
emotional.
on the text line, and I didn't know this. I've said this before. I watch a lot of boring TV for years.
Yes.
I fell asleep with the old History Channel
Yes.
documentaries and stories on, but a big part of the Normandy was faking out the Germans. You remember Patton had a fake army, was taking a fake army somewhere else to make them vulnerable enough to take that.
Speed trap on JTB West in 95 on the grass, small motorcycle guy, FYI.
All right, that's brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, friend.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I did something I haven't done before.
Oh.
I always like to try new things.
Yeah, that's what first thing I think of when I think of you.
Yeah. So I've noticed that in my house, I have a lot of books.
Leather bound.
Yes.
Rich mahogany, all of it.
So I filled up a couple boxes of books.
Okay. Took it to the bookstore.
I took it to the bookstore and
Is there such a thing, or did you go to like donation place?
No, there's a bookstore.
Were you able to hawk your books and get
That's
some
what
cash?
I tried. I said, "Do you buy books back?"
They wouldn't do it.
They said, "Yeah."
Oh.
And
They gave me 20 cents a book.
And they gave me this whole thing. They gave me this card. Fill this out. We'll have your offer in 5 minutes.
An
Okay.
offer? You get an offer?
Yeah, you get an offer.
It was such a negotiation.
It was an offer. So I'm like, all right. So I'm excited. I took my younger son. I said, "What do you think? What do you think we're gonna get?" You know, it was probably.
How many books do we have?
I don't know.
What kind of books, by
all
the way?
kinds of books.
Like sports books?
Some a lot of sports books. All kinds of books.
Like,
books that I've read that they're sitting around and you know, and so I did, you know. And I don't know, maybe there's a place I could donate the books. I don't know, but I just happen to think, let me try the bookstore.
Get a little cash.
A little cash.
Let me guess do we have an offer already? Have we already?
I have the offer.
And you've not decided to accept it or
not?
not?
No, I made my decision.
Okay, I'm going to say that they offered you.
Is it
like a consignment store? Do they turn around and sell the books?
Yes, it's a bookstore.
Yeah, so
but I'm not going to tell you where, when, or how.
All right, but this is hard. It's one box of books or multiple boxes of books? Can you give me an estimate of the number of books?
Yes. I'm going to guess 25 books.
25 only. Okay.
I'm going to say about 25
All
to
right,
30
I'm going to
books.
say you were offered $20.
$20.
Yeah.
Okay. E, would you like to guess how much I was offered for?
I mean, I don't know what the books are, what the retail is, or
I will say this: the books were in
mint condition,
very good condition.
Okay.
And maybe and people probably go there. I don't know what if you have bestsellers and stuff, I'd go way high. I just don't know what exactly you're going to hit some niche audiences.
I wonder if they determine what book
probably
they are.
There's probably a blue book value on books.
Blue book, yeah.
You put the book in, it tells you how much it is. Okay, I might go a little bit higher there.
Yeah, I'll
What'd you
go
say?
about 40 cash.
Yeah,
40?
I'll go 50.
Okay.
$2 a book.
All right, so I get a little text. You know, I'm shopping around the bookstore. I get a little text. Your offer is prepared.
Okay, nice. This is like Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
Does Howie run out?
Yeah. So I come back. I'm excited. This is fun. I've never done this before. And the lady comes up and she says to me, "We have 2 different offers for you."
2 different offers?
Yeah, 2 different offers.
Huh.
One is a store credit offer.
And that's higher than the cash offer.
And then one is the cash offer. If you choose the store offer credit is generally higher than the cash offer. That is correct.
Okay.
So now I'm excited because I've been in this bookstore and there's lots of books. And
all right.
You know me, I like to read a book or two, especially in the summertime.
Sure. Lemonade, whole 9 yards.
Oh. So I wait for the book offer, and I said, okay, I'm ready for the book offer. She says, here's the book offer. For the store credit, we are offering you $21.50.
Oh, wow. So we're getting $10 for these
For
books.
the book offer, cash only offer, $12 and a quarter.
I should have stuck with
12
my
and a quarter.
Yes.
I said, give me the cash. So then, this is my day. I didn't have TV last night.
25 books for $12. That sums up America in 2024.
So then I'm sitting around last night, and or yesterday afternoon, and I'm like, I've done a bunch of stuff now. It's about like 2 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what? I say to my buddy across the street, let's go golf. He says, okay, let's go golf.
This is yesterday.
Yeah, so I go, well, let's grab a tee time. So we grab a 5:06 tee time.
Okay.
All right. So we head out, which, and those Googans who golf a lot know that 5:06 is a great tee time.
Well, there's no one around. Yeah.
Well, golf
although
courses
sometimes you get those late straggling walkers,
So
like
here-
a bunch of singles and
So here's what we did. So it was 2 of us,
Okay.
and there's a couple foursomes going off on one.
All right.
Club guys were going right to 10. Club guys were going. I could tell they were
Even
club
the guy-
guys
okay.
playing fast.
All right.
Going to 10 at 5:06.
Okay.
We go to 11.
Okay.
We hump it.
All right.
Wide open.
All right.
That's the best way to play golf. You know
Okay.
that. You've played all with different types of golf. We're done with 8 holes in an hour. I mean, we're flying.
Nice.
Now we get to the front. It slows down a little, but we still got it in under 3 hours.
Got it all in.
Yeah.
Nice.
We go to 10 to play the last hole because we started on 11.
All right.
The dude comes out of the shop. Fellas, cart's got to be in by 8. Last hole, brah.
You didn't give him a, do you know who I am?
No.
I'm the mogul.
But I would say this.
I would be worried
I
if
would
I
say
see
this-
2 jokers going to 10.
Sure.
It implies you're going to go till dark.
Yeah. It is getting dark.
Yeah.
But I would say this.
Uh-huh.
If the cart's got to be in by 8 and you're teeing off at 5, then you should tell the guys, hey, man, you may not get in all 18.
Well, apparently
Is that fair?
Apparently it doesn't have
That's
to be
fair.
in by 8. You played 18 holes and you got it in at probably 8:30.
But here's the beauty of it.
Uh-huh.
Then I took my winnings from the bookstore
Tipped it.
and I tipped my cart guy.
Which
when I
is
left.
a lot better than if you'd have
Huh?
handed the guy a box full of books.
How about that?
Mm-hmm,
He wouldn't have wanted the box of books.
That's now. Listen, first you played Deal or No Deal. Would have been fun to play Let's Make a Deal, and you could have asked the guy.
Books? I have a box of books.
25 pretty much new books.
Yeah, all
or,
kinds of different
or
reads.
$12. I'll
Yeah.
give you either
Which
one.
would you like?
I would if I'm cleaning clubs. I want the $12.
Yeah, take the cash.
Books are too.
That's my story.
The books are just too. They're too like easy, man.
All right. I wanted Jacksonville's opinion in our Dream Finders poll question of the day, brought to you by Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jags. And so I asked the Googans, where do you rank Trevor Lawrence among NFL quarterbacks? So this will be fun. Dream Finders Homes, everywhere you want to be. 20-plus Jacksonville communities, the best locations. 1 to 5, he's elite of the elite. 6 to 10, franchise guy. 11 to 15, can win a Super Bowl. 16 and below, be better. 500 votes with 2 hours ago. He's posted it
It's
already
going
on
to be
social media.
absolutely dominated. More than 80%, probably gonna be those middle 2 categories. And by the way, they're both true, right?
Mhm.
In 2022, he was in that 6 to 10 franchise, and then last year he was 11 to 15, could win a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
I'd say that they're more based on recency, or probably more in that 11 to 15.
Okay. E, what do you think?
I think it's 11,
Well,
15 as well.
And you both have said 11 to 15.
I'm okay with that right now.
Yeah, you both have said that.
And
That's
last
where
year
you would put it.
last
but
year I
you
was
might have had
at
him
6
6 to 10.
I would have last
Okay.
year,
All right.
100%.
That's fair. 6.9% say 1 to 5 elite of the elite.
How many?
6.9.
Yeah.
6.3 say 16 and below be better. It's a
Well,
very low
yeah.
number.
Right, so it's 88% is the middle.
57.4 have them 6 to 10.
Well, good. We're Jag
They
fans.
still love
I'm
them.
glad.
Yeah. And 11 to 15 say can win a Super Bowl. 29.
Well, that's an awful lie. 80% of your fans think you can win a Super Bowl.
That's great.
That's a good
Actually,
approval rating.
Yeah, 85. Yeah. Good point. For a limited time on select move-in ready homes, Dream Finders Homes offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate year one of your mortgage. Go to dreamfindershomes.com and get those details. Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I will say this. I listened to a lot of the yesterday was assistant coach day.
Yeah.
And I listened to a lot of them.
Played some.
And I get it. They're close to the situation. They're their guys. They're going to defend. But I've heard a couple of them that I'm like, come on, man.
Well, I mean,
and I got
coach. This is classic coach speak time right now.
totally understand. Totally get it. Those are your guys. You're defending them. You're around them. But can you name all the like Mike McCoy? What What
quarterback
interceptions
coach.
at the end of games? And
No, I just think that applies to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't have. I didn't go back and look. I'm sure there are.
Everybody goes
Of
through all,
course.
right? Okay.
Yes.
And then Phil Rauscher also kind of, I know I'm going to catch heat for saying this, but he said it anyway. But our guys had a lot, moving around, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't play good. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And he said that. So I don't, but you could tell. And listen, you get beat on, like, it's kind of like we are every day after we, get done with the text line.
Yeah.
We know we're great.
Well, listen. At the end of the day,
Yes.
everyone in football is more aligned with everyone with that answer.
Yes.
They all are. I mean, if you actually listen to Chris Sims talk about Trevor Lawrence, it sounds like he could be talking about a top 5 quarterback, not the number 11 quarterback on his list. So regardless of where, certain people fall or how you characterize those that still believe in Trevor Lawrence, understand that you're way in the minority of both the stands and the quote-unquote experts. Everyone is still, from the Jags inside out, the majority of the fans, any quarterback or league source that you look at, everyone thinks that the quarterback position is good enough. And, man, that's ultimately, at the end of the day, the and possibly only most important thing. Got to have the quarterback. You're not winning it without him, ever.
As we head to break, I'll give you this to ponder. Think about this for a second. If Danny Hurley takes that Laker job and Jim Harbaugh went to the NFL, that tells you about college athletics. We're over. And
that's fair. And that's absolutely fair. And by the way, so high school coaches will be starting coaching clinics soon because, good luck managing that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just, trickling down to that level. So let's go to break just a
Let's
hair
do
early
it.
because I want to.
I don't think it's early.
I'm going to take you
just on
down.
time.
I'm going to take you down a rabbit hole in the 10-minute drill.
Okay.
Basketball's in the news. We got the Danny Hurley news involving the Lakers. We have the Celtics in the NBA Finals, which start tonight. And yesterday, look, you much like you're a more voracious reader than I am, you're also a more voracious consumer of the documentaries.
Yes.
So you may have seen this documentary when it came out. It's 13, 14 years old now. It may be better produced then because it involves Magic and Bird. And I don't know if you ever saw the specific documentary. It was on HBO. I watched it on HBO on demand yesterday. My Braves were down 5-0. I got to do something else. So I said, let's find a sports doc. And so it was a Magic and Bird, a courtship of rivals. And man, it was produced in 2010. It was an HBO Sports done, so it was well done even then. But we're going to talk about some of the things that are in there that you either have forgotten or didn't understand the relevance of at the time. And there's like 4 or 5. It's almost could be standalone topics. So let's bounce around some of those. And I think I'm going to tell you something you didn't know.
Oh, I like that.
That and more. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. The 10-minute drill is next.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Let's go! Join us this Saturday, June 8th at 7 o'clock in the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena as your Sharks take on the Tulsa Oilers. Great seats are still available. Ask about our awesome family package. 4 tickets, 4 food or merchandise vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Get yours today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksonsharks.com. Shark Tank is having a luau, so break out your flip-flops and grass skirts and come join us. Check out the Polynesian dancers and learn the hula at Shark Fest, our pregame party. The first 1,000 fans will get a free lei. It's going to be a totally tubular night.
Jacksonville Sharks, Tulsa Oilers.
That's Saturday, June 8th, 7 o'clock. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksonsharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jacksharks.com. Let's go!
Let's go!
Hey, I couldn't be any happier than be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I mean. I went over there to the service department a couple days ago to get the oil change. Gosh, it was great. They called me. They helped me set up an appointment. As soon as I got there, they were ready for me, treated me like a king, took care of my vehicle. The beautiful blue Silverado is running beautifully. Got the first oil change in. They, shout out to Gabe, shout out to the boys down there, Kevin, the rest of them. And listen, whatever you're in the market for, a car, truck, an SUV, electric, pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet has it. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry, MooreChevy.com, real easy to navigate. All the vehicles, your sales, your service, your parts, never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. I can't say enough good things about them. Together, let's drive.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC, Zero Res.
Save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen. With energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Their exclusive Fibrex product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Right now, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. But restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Brackish Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, is the smoothest local vodka you can find. Made right here in Jacksonville, Florida, 100% from corn. Brackish Vodka is the local gluten-free choice. Brackish Vodka, for those that live life slightly salty. A proud partner of the Jaguars.
Enjoy Brackish Vodka at 1937 Spirits and Eatery, now hosting private events, or they'll bring the party to you with private catering.
Get wet with Captain Kevin.
Whoa.
And remember to bring your net on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Oh, that's a beauty!
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Look at him!
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain, prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, I like to hand out a prize pack. He calls it Razzle Dazzle. What are you dazzling them with today, Emmanuel?
A family 4-pack of tickets to Stateside's Cup, Wolves versus West Ham. That's happening at Everbank Stadium. Oh, that's going down July 27th. All you got to do is hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Oh, I like that. Listen, yesterday we all talked about who we're rooting for, Dallas, Boston. They start the NBA Finals tonight. I'll throw a little caveat in there on mine because I don't like Boston. I'm a Knicks fan, so I can't really root for Boston. I also forgot this for a second. I was reminded of this yesterday. Dallas screwed my Knicks last year.
Because of the trade, you didn't get a first rounder
They
or something?
tanked that game.
Yeah.
So we're picking 25th this year instead of 10th last year. I mean, that was kind of weak. They tanked a game. They laid down
I don't
and
know.
lost.
That had to do with the Porzingis trade, I guess.
100%.
Yeah, I forget Porzingis was on the Mavs.
Yeah,
It's
apparently there's
forgettable.
a little bit of talk about him and Luka don't like each other.
And that was the talk then, too, when they were struggling. And, boy, they've given Luke a couple odd birds to try and make Robin.
Yeah.
Right? First Porzingis and now Kyrie. I saw another video of Kyrie back in the day where after he came with the Nets, he went and stepped on the logo face of the leprechaun. Just mostly maturity things. But, yeah, it sets the backdrop for a pretty anytime you get the Celtics, they're one of the biggest brands in the league. You get them in the finals. I don't know if it translates necessarily to TV ratings per se, but from an interest standpoint, I think we got a good one here. Luka's one of the biggest stars in the league. I bet you worldwide this will be a highly watched game.
You think so?
I do. I mean, Luka's an international
By the way,
star.
Dallas got Derek Lively
with that pick. He's a good player.
He's a good player.
By the way, the NBA, let's don't get this misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA worldwide, way more popular than the NFL.
You think?
I know.
Oh, yeah. Worldwide?
I know.
Worldwide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the top 10 followed sports personalities. Or look at the top 10 favorite sports personalities. You'll find LeBron and Steph you won't find a single NFL player worldwide.
Okay.
And it's a worldwide sport. They're playing it in Europe, China, and everywhere else. And yeah, these guys. And it's why the NBA, they're global rights. Why these players can make more than one of the reasons. Part is the shorter rosters for sure. All right, the other big news this morning was we got the Celtics in the news there with the finals tonight at home, game 1 against Luka and the Mavs, Kyrie. Ratcheting up the storyline, emerging with the other brand name in there, the other big brand name, the Lakers, who are apparently preparing a massive offer for Danny Hurley.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking this in the break because we talked about this a little bit. This is literally just being talked about early this morning. Hurley doesn't seem like an L.A. guy, does he?
No.
All right, he seems like a steel-working, I could see him coaching the Knicks before I could see, right? And I think that, or the Celtics even. He would seem more like that style, the fan base would. He could be a hard A, and maybe the players don't like it, but that market, that sums them up, right?
Okay.
So it's an interesting dynamic from that standpoint, but I think you hit the nail on the head. You saw Harbaugh go to the league. You saw Nick Saban leave. Now it would be Danny Hurley, the other national champion winning coach. If he goes to the NBA, I do think it speaks a bit because they'll pay you as much in college now as the NBA are awful close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're making awfully close when it comes to the salaries.
There's a great I want to hear what I don't know in just a second, but I wanted to mention this as we bounce around because it's the 10-minute drill. It's sports concepts and rationalizations.
Plenty.
There was a great baseball moment yesterday.
Okay. Is it the Ohtani Skeens?
Yeah, that's good as it gets, right? So
Skeens has been terrific.
Yeah, Skeens' appointment If you like baseball, Skeens is a point.
He's the pitcher from LSU, gang. You might remember from last year's World Series champion roster, the number 1 pick in the draft.
Dates the number 1, whatever, social media, gymnast.
Olivia.
Yeah, Olivia Dunn. Oh, that's his girl.
Oh, good for them. Hope
Yeah.
the kids have a happy life.
Oh, gosh, are you kidding me?
The world is their oyster.
She's bouncing around Pittsburgh right now in her little Pirates hat.
Sure.
Doing some flips and
Why
such.
not? She should. They should do one where she just like backwards somersaults all the way down the tiered level and onto the field.
So you can tell when Skeens is pitching, it was like every now and then Doc K was like that for us. Strider to a bit, but this guy's a bigger boy because he did it.
And he's the number 1 pick. And he's up immediately.
Yeah. So he's, there's been guys like this, these can't miss guys. And anyway, so Skeens and he's throwing 102, 101.
Like a lot of pitches in the hundreds.
Yeah.
Like at 5th inning, still hit 100.
So his arm's a ticking time bomb. But
That's true.
Another story.
He'll have the Tommy John, I say, 2026.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably right. Which, again, leads me to another thing is why do we coddle these guys when we know it's coming? And anyway, they got this other kid, Jarrett Jones, who throws 101 too. They got a really nice.
And I've seen some of these buyer-seller trade deadline where they put the Pirates in the seller category, and I don't mean like basement. I mean trade off some talent.
Yeah.
Which I'm not opposed to if you have a really good plan for next year because you got good young players here, man.
Yes.
Both O'Neal Cruz, Brian Hayes, these pitchers.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a vet who you're not going to have next year and it helps a contender, by all means.
Yeah.
But I think the Pirates in that
They
division.
got a good nucleus.
Can't they contend now?
Yes, they should.
That division's up for grabs, I feel like.
They should. Anyway, so Ohtani steps in, and it's good morning, good afternoon, good night.
I mean, just gas.
And 3 straight. Ohtani took his time out after the second one and then
Wait,
struck
whoa.
out anyway. Then he went back, though, and hit a home run off him,
Yes,
I
he
believe. So,
yeah.
So his 15th of the year. But that's great stuff. And, the Dodgers are the big bad, although it's amazing, the Yankees and the Phillies are both just. And then on the flip side.
Both won again yesterday.
Yeah. And then on the flip side, the White Sox have lost 13 in a row.
Yeah, they got swept by the Cubs.
Yeah. And they were up on the Cubs 5-1.
That's an emphatic exclamation point. So, yeah, they are an abject
But anyway, just some
disaster.
Just some news from the baseball.
15 and 47.
Yeah.
Oof. Just for comparison, the Marlins have won 21 games.
15 and 47 starts getting you around 40 wins, by the way, for the year. Starts putting that Met record in danger. All right, tell me something I don't know.
Tony La Russa better get things figured out.
Yeah.
Were you
I'm excited.
Back in the era, were you in the Celtics-Lakers rivalry? Were you Lakers guy or Celtics guy?
In that era?
Yeah.
Lakers.
You were Lakers. I was Celtics. My buddy was Lakers, but it was a terrific. They tried to paint that, by the way, as we tend to do, and we did it even back then too. Is like the Celtics were like the white fans' choice.
Yeah.
And it was 50-50 split. And the country was 11% black, so it certainly was not.
No.
All the white fans like the Celtics and all the black fans, like the Lakers. But there was a little bit of that. Don't get me wrong, and it was fueled by just a different era. And I don't even want to get into the socio status of where America was then at the time. But the few things that I had, I didn't know. Did you know that Bird and Magic played together before the '79 championship game?
No.
They were on a 1978. World Games team together. They played together.
Okay.
And this you do know. These two dudes, who, by the way, saved the NBA. You forget where the NBA was by the end of the 70s. It was a dying league. It was full of odd players, a drug problem. It was not popular. The leagues were half full. Teams were moved, franchises were moving, unfolded, but a couple, 3 moved, and it was just not healthy at all. And we saw a little of this out of the Winning Time show that covered the Lakers. But this is let me get the official title here because it's still on. Magic and Bird, Courtship of Rivals. So it starts with each of their high schools, and they tell different. But first things first, as we know, these two dudes cannot be more different, Dan.
Yeah.
And they each, for what they were, ended up in the right place.
Yes.
Bird with the Lakers and Magic with the Celtics, it just wouldn't have been right.
No.
And there was a big thing, and I always knew a little bit about this. So the thing you didn't know was Bird and Magic played together on that team, right? And neither started. And Magic told the story, well, we'd go in and we'd be up by 6, and Larry and I'd come in and we'd go up by 25, like literally, and then we'd leave and we'd only be up 10. They'd put us back in, we'd go up 30. They're like 16, 17-year-old kids during this thing, right? So Bird, this whole, and Bird admits it in the doc, and says, "Look, this is all me, man. I'm an a-hole. I can't. Magic needs to have joy and fun and high five the opponent and go have beers. So that's how I can't do that. That's just not me. I can't. I'm a competitor. I want to beat you. I can't be friends with you. I don't want to be friends with you.
Right. And I get that in terms of the competing.
But the most interesting, and there were just a ton of little interesting things and standalone stories, got into Magic, the HIV diagnosis. Do you remember when that came down to, like, specifically working news that day when Magic announced that he had HIV?
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember the mindset then in America was, well, he'll be dead in a year.
Yeah.
We're going to watch Magic shrivel down to nothing.
Yeah.
He's going to die right in front of us.
That's what people were doing.
That's what people did, and that's what we thought. There was an implication that if you got HIV, there was only one way to get it, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
And so he really has probably been an inspiration for that. For people who have had that disease, at least for a lot of them, because here we are some 35 years later, almost over 30 years later. So they get into that as well. But as to the playing back and forth, there's a legitimate dislike here, and Magic keeps trying, and Bird keeps being not nice.
Mm-hmm.
And so finally Magic's like, well, this guy, I bleep this guy.
Right.
He hates me.
Right.
I don't know why. It doesn't matter why, yada, yada, yada. But you probably remember the commercial, but have you ever seen the story of them shooting the commercial?
Yeah.
And that was
It's a great story.
It was just terrific. So here they are in the middle of this fierce rivalry. Each is jealous of the other's accomplishments. Bird of Magic's, team there's this implication that Larry Bird is the MVP and all this stuff just because he's a white dude,
Mm-hmm.
But they do this. They do a commercial for Converse. They each have their own shoe: Converse Magic, Converse Bird. And Magic, they fly Magic in to Terre Haute, Indiana, where Bird has built his mama a house. He has his own basketball hoop, full court there. And they bring Magic in, and they start this campaign. I mean, they didn't know. They barely talked. It was icy, but money talks, right? And so they just go into, that's the first and only time that Bird, until after they were retired, that Bird got to spend a day with Irvin and not Magic.
Mm-hmm.
And Magic admits, it's almost funny hearing him say that Irvin and Magic are not the same person. Irvin is a grounded, family first, less ego person, and Magic is Hollywood. He is, he needs all the things, which included him catching that disease. But to go inside that, and they spend the day with Larry's mom, and so they go through all that. And so here's Magic thinking, all right, we're boys now. Next year we'll go out to dinner, and like the very next year, the first game, Magic goes up to say hi, and Bird just walks right by him.
Yeah,
doesn't say a word. And then the last thing that I would say about it, we talked earlier this week with the reaction to Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And boy, you don't see anything like it. They're not doing that here. Football, young stars, they embrace them. There are a lot, and I mean a lot, of parallel stories that mirror each other with Caitlin Clark and Larry Bird. Larry Bird, the fellas in the league, the culture was out to show Larry Bird that, the great white height fixing to learn what basketball's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know what they were getting into. Cedric Maxwell told the story. So, and this is league-wide, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yeah, sure, right. We'll see what it's all about. And so he comes into his first practice with Cedric Maxwell, and he's like, he hits a 10-footer, all right. Then he hits a 15. Then he hits 20. Hits 20. I was like, I'm going to guard this guy now. Goes around, hits another one. I said, oh, yeah, this white boy can play. That's his, his quote, not mine. So it's just real. There's just a lot of Bird, by the way, won him over a lot quicker than it's going to take Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had that,
It was good stuff. It was a good documentary. I enjoyed it. There is one issue in college baseball that's going on right now, and it happened here locally again, as the Gators get a commitment from JU infielder Justin Nadeau, who played at Bartram Trail and had a great year for JU. But Florida and Florida State are poaching the mid-major. They're all doing it. But
yeah. It's hard. It's hard right now. Is it the Coastal Carolina that's stepping down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach.
UNF and JU. JU's best pitcher just went to FSU. This is already happening.
Mm-hmm.
And their infielder, Nadeau, is going to Florida. You can't blame the kids. They get paid money. They go.
Are they paying these kids to go?
Yes.
Huh.
150 grand.
Yeah.
Do you turn that down?
No, it's surprising.
Yeah.
Surprising that they do that, for the sport of baseball.
So I don't know what you do to solve that if you're mid-majors. And again, I revert back to UNF JU because UNF got poached last year. JU's getting poached this year. It's tough, man. It makes it next to impossible. I
And
don't know what you do.
Well, I promise you, it's also happening at Stetson and
Sure, that's what I mean. It's
and
everywhere.
and Evansville and
Yeah.
everywhere you go.
Yeah.
All right. Doc Murphy is next.
Florida also got a Texas Tech kid yet. They got 2 transfer
Baseball.
portal guys for next year. Yeah.
Well, it just gives a little bit more steam to a season that is basically still alive as they head into Super Regionals this weekend. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. ET's got some razzle and some dazzle.
Yes.
So give a call, 641-1010. He'll hook you up there. Doc Murphy is next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Florida State. Subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles YouTube channel, up-to-the-minute updates, analysis, and more. Plant the spear and subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles channel today.
Hey, certainly facing some interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys. They take care of my Jacksonville money. And, man, look, gang, I don't know what to invest in. I don't know where to put my money. I find guys that I trust who take care of me. And that's what the ITP Partners do, and that's what they'll do for you. And how do I know this? Because as I move closer to retirement, that little arrow goes up every month. Goes up, up, up. And that's because of Reed Wingate, Dan Abel, Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, and Reagan Wright. Not just me, 3 generations of Hickens have invested, and it ain't cookie-cutter stuff. They listen, they give us all individualized strategy. Our goals are their priority. Get in the game, guys. ITP Partners are always there to help. For more info, Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, gang. They're my financial partners for life.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
I'm Patrick Young, inviting you to the Florida SBDC's Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. If you're ready to learn, network, and be inspired, I'll be delivering a keynote message you won't want to miss. Secure your spot today by registering at floridasbdc.org. Hey, there's no time to waste. Right now is the right time. I hope to see you at the Small Business Success Summit in August.
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. At my house, we had a feast from Mayport CNC Fisheries with the freshest shrimp around, and it was unbelievable. They also have oysters, scallops, mahi, and so much more. Want to eat like a local? Head to the beach and visit my friends at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
We could call them helmets and cleats, but they don't wear cleats.
Those shoes are hot.
Mia O'Brien, Lauren Brooks, and Taylor Dahl.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
You think you could join us?
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
All right, get those boats ready. The Dailies Old School Kingfish Shootout presented by Yellowfin is coming soon to St. Augustine. It's June 8th. Just go to oldschoolkingfish.com. You can find out more. The grand prize is a Yellowfin bay boat. And with limited boundaries, no bait buying, and no checkout, it is seriously old school. That's why it's the Old School Kingfish Shootout. Here's how you do it. You go online, you sign up, and you become part of what is going to a terrific event. It's the Old School Kingfish Shootout. Go to oldschoolkingfish.com.
Nothing has a 10-year warranty except for a new AC unit from Vons. V-O-N-S. Vons Amazing 10. This is legit. A full 10-year warranty. It covers parts, labor, and refrigerant. That's an unmatched commitment they make to their customers, while others will charge extra for weekend and same-day emergencies. Not at Vons. No extra charges. Just great service when you need it, whether your unit needs to be repaired or replaced. Remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vons.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
You know him, you love him. He's our friend. He's a surgeon extraordinaire. He's Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. se-ortho.com for all your orthopedic needs. Nobody does it better. We're not just friends, we're clients. Doc, how are you?
Good.
I enjoyed the old man talk in the break. We won't share it with you, but just me and Price go through our ailments with the doc once a week, and
they're real.
Just to make sure. Oh, that's nothing.
And they're spectacular.
It's a crazy time, man. It is a crazy
Nick
time.
Chubb, week 2, I think, tore every knee ligament that a man has, and then the some that they discovered that we had, or it seemed that way. I don't recall. Wasn't it all 3, or at least we thought it was all 3? Maybe it ended up being 2, but pretty bad.
It looked like at least 3. Hyperextended his knee really badly. Same knee injured before that had reconstruction.
All right.
Repaired the medial capsule meniscus MCL in his left knee in late September. Second surgery to repair damage to his ACL in November. That's what he had.
Well, my question is, and by the way, we had this big conversation about an out of sight, out of mind, in this case on the injured list, but I would say Nick Chubb would be the second in line behind Christian McCaffrey if I could take a running back, fully healthy. Dan?
Before that, yeah.
Yeah, Chubb, right.
Terrific
I put
player.
Chubb up there.
Yeah.
Didn't McCaffrey do an ACL one year?
I don't know.
The one year he only played like 3 or 4 games. Wasn't that what you said? 5 games maybe one year in Carolina? Anyway, So back to the point. If you do that in I think it was week 2 or 3 against your Steelers. So we're talking, mid to late September at the very earliest. Is a running back from those injuries by now? And I know we're getting there quicker and quicker, but what would be your thoughts on when Browns fans or the Browns team could expect him, full strength? Do you reach that at all in a 2024 season?
Yeah, normal return on an ACL. We've said that before, 9 to 12 months. Tearing it the second time, 12 months at the earliest, I'd say. But it may be longer than that. And normal, to your point, where he feels normal and he has normal strength, is going to be 2 years.
I feel like he'll never be the same again. I mean, just the way.
That's a likely probability.
Yeah, he's saying, look, he's even saying, I'm not putting a date on it. I can't put a date on it. He just started running straight. I mean, he rushed for 1,525 yards. Over under on him ever hitting 15-25.
Well, he's very much like McCaffrey. He's also a very good pass catcher. Nick Chubb is a beast, man.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Kristaps Porzingis with all the attention in Boston on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, as well deserved, but Porzingis had a really nice year. He is a difficult problem for the opponent because at over 7 feet, he can take you outside. He's a good rebounder. He's a good passer. But he's been injured with a calf strain. I think they said he's been out 5 weeks. Spoke to the media 2 days ago. Asked if he was pain-free when he runs. Considered the question. Smiled a little bit. But didn't exactly answer. Kind of went with I'm pain-free. But when you watch the video, it doesn't seem like he is. Boy, these strains, we talked about them, right? Let me make sure it is. It is a calf strain, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So he will play tonight, they say, at least on a limited basis. I've never understood limited. It's the NBA Finals. You can go or you can't.
Well, and as a doctor, you can't limit how high he jumps, how fast he runs, how many minutes. It doesn't make any sense. You're either clear or you're not clear. So those kind of things don't make a whole lot of medical sense when you return them for partial clearance. It's kind of a dumb move.
Could it be? I think I get the sense that it's cardio related. So you could say he's limited only because he's not going to be able to play because of the fitness. So if you're looking at his game, I think maybe sometimes you give the injury report in terms of or a status update in terms of minutes. Maybe not necessarily to your point. If it's not healed, if it's going to be worse in 12 hours, then why would you do it? I do have this. Let's see. He's been scrimmaging with the team to get the test his injured calf. Is all they're saying. I'm sure it's a calf strain, that whole Achilles.
Yeah, it's a partial tear.
Okay.
And take that long, it's a partial tear. Sprains,
April 29th.
It wouldn't take that long.
April 29th.
Yeah. It's more than just a sprain. It's he had a partial tear. It's taken longer than just you sprained a muscle and you're 3 weeks you're good to go.
Okay.
Doc, a purely medical question here, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think I know the answer, but how many elbows do we have?
2.
2?
2 per.
Well, how come Sean Murphy
person.
of the Braves has 3? Because he has a third elbow right there.
That's pretty good.
Jaden Daniels
pretty good
all
bump,
over again?
Pretty good bump there.
No, he got hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty swollen there. Yeah.
Wow. He was he didn't play yesterday, I guess, but I mean they don't think it's any big. I mean, nothing's broken, right? So,
well, they've x-rayed him and they probably MRI'd him to make sure.
Do you remember the old game Pin the tail on the donkey? Yeah. In Major League Baseball, Sean Murphy is the donkey. That dude gets hit by everything. Bats, balls. He hurt himself earlier this year swinging. He had an oblique injury. He's hardly played all year. The Braves are so annoying right now. I don't even want to make mention of them. Just annoying.
Not talking about him.
Got a good name, though.
Yeah.
My oldest son.
Yeah, that's true.
Murphy. Yeah.
I saw I read these. It's so hard to digest news anymore because so much of what you click on is just some dude's opinion, and I don't even know who the dude is. And so if you follow any of these fan websites, like Tomahawk Chop or, there's 2 or 3 of them, and they're always putting this trade proposal would blah, yada, yada. This trade proposal would drive Mets fans crazy. And then I click on them like an idiot. I clickbait, and then they really don't make a lot of sense some of the times. But, Hick, would it bother you if the Braves traded for Max Scherzer?
Would it bother me?
Yeah.
No.
It wouldn't. If the Braves got Scherzer, what's Scherzer's injury? I'm just curious. The trade proposal did nothing for me.
He had back surgery.
Okay.
Last year, and then it was progressing, rehabbing, and then he had a setback with a thumb.
This year?
Yeah.
Hasn't pitched at all this year?
No.
And how old is Max Scherzer now?
I'm going to say
Was it
38.
shoulder that was limiting him with the Mets? What was the
Yes.
injury of the Mets? That was that thoracic deal, or no?
39.
Yeah.
So,
So what's
He's had a lot of injuries.
Are he and DeGrom both with Texas? They are, aren't they?
Yeah. And then neither are pitched.
Yeah, I know. DeGrom, how much longer is he at? Did he do Tommy John again last year,
Yes,
DeGrom?
in June.
So you don't come. When do you, is that? And how old is DeGrom?
35.
Does he come back from that, Doc?
He will, but he's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
his second
revision
one.
of that, and at his age, the chances of
If you're young-
statistically coming back from that is not 100%.
If you're-
and second one, that age, pretty low.
If you're young, is the second one a death knell? Are you more likely to get back to your?
Certainly higher likelihood, younger guys, but
Strider's have on his second.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys who have. There are a lot of times the guys have one. It's already their second or third.
If you're younger, you got a chance, but
well, and that's why you don't want Tommy John surgery.
Right.
You see some of these that are successful, but there's a bunch that aren't. So you really don't want to have that.
we talked about Seth
Protect your
Lugo
arm.
and how well he's pitching, and I remember when he was with the Mets, and it was a partially torn UCL, and this is 5-6 years ago. He's still pitching.
Yeah.
Got through it, and he wanted to be, and the Mets didn't want to use him as a starter because of that. So, but he wanted to be a starter, so now he's been doing great in Kansas City, so hats off to him. Here's the deal on Scherzer. He's pitched 11 games for the Rangers since last July, shut down in September 23. Doc, he had shoulder pain, underwent surgery in mid-December to repair a herniated disc in his lower back. They're not connected, or are they?
No.
Okay. Then scratched from his second rehab start in April because of right thumb soreness connected to a nerve issue involving his right triceps. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. That's a lot
Does
of
not
bad
make sense.
for a player that otherwise has brought a ton of good, but the 39-year-old did recently provide a positive update. He threw 40 pitches Tuesday. Sounds like rehab starts could be in the future. Got to recover well from this. Make sure my thumb is okay as I ramp back up. As long as I check that box, hopefully I can get there on rehab. So that's where he is right now. He was 4-2 with a 3.20 ERA and 8 starts before being shut down last year with the Rangers. So anyway, he's more of a, he's 39. He'll get out there. He'll give you maybe 3 to 6 starts, and then there'll be something else. But I think it's just age and
he's
wear and tear.
breaking down.
Yeah,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just normal. There's not.
Yeah,
When you throw as hard as he's thrown for that long, and that's why when you get an anomaly, and we've talked about this before, but like Nolan Ryan, who for whatever reason never had arm issues and picked well into his 40s and threw hard as heck. It's amazing.
Yeah, look at his mechanics.
Yeah.
Right.
We were looking.
Some of it's that.
Who was the gut pitcher we were looking at yesterday with complete games? From a way back when, the complete games in the innings.
Wasn't it Cy Young, wasn't it? Or?
Well, Cy Young's the all-time 700 plus, but it was somebody else. But anyway,
Like way back you're talking about, or like in the last?
yeah, compared to like today,
Like
there's
Walter
maybe,
Johnson or somebody. I don't
it was
know.
Bob Gibson.
Bob Gibson.
had
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
28 complete games in one season.
Yeah.
But it's just
Whatever. It's just how they do it. And yet they get more injured now.
That's what I
just
don't
amazing.
get. I mean, and no one has still been able to explain to me. And again, part of it's on youth baseball. I get it. Part of it's on throwing too hard, too early. I get it. But these guys were throwing gas back then too. Nolan Ryan threw 100. I mean, so and yet they would pitch and pitch and pitch, and now 100 pitches and you're out.
Well,
You're out.
they are anomalies because the
Yes.
repetition on the elbow and the shoulder thrown that hard is going to create some problems.
Yeah. And we've seen, and obviously we've talked about this too as well, Doc, but with the College World Series going on, the softball pitchers pitch yesterday, they pitch again today, they throw 140 yesterday, they'll throw 140 today, but it doesn't put the stress on the elbow.
It's where your arms normally hang. Isn't it?
Yeah, and the
Keep 'em where-
shoulder too, right?
Right?
So,
Just,
yeah, the position of your arm over your head, as you were just talking about earlier, that impinges things and pushes on your cuff. So that's a bad position for your shoulder.
I'm also going to take this time, as long as we got Doc Murphy here, to give the weekly reminder. By the way, is there anything? Always check the text line to make sure, see if anybody has any questions. But
no, I don't have anything.
Folks, you kids out there, hydrate. Summertime, and you're getting ready for football, and you're out on the fields, and you're doing stuff. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, it happens to you quick. You got to be hydrated ahead of time.
All right, Stock Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, Jack's sportsstock.com. .com. So we'll see him again next week. ET, as we go to break, a couple speed traps in play. It's a busy day out there. Doc, a frequent speed trap contributor, by the way.
Yes, he is.
So
he is a part of the family.
Tip of the cap there. I got one. By the way, brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. Speed trap 295 South Bay Meadows Express Lanes. They've been camping there for the better part of a week, so you should be onto that one by now. Also, I got Butler in the 95 overpass. Doc, apparently you let me down on that one.
Didn't see him.
Those
they didn't see me.
How about this? How about we all just keep our speeds down, be law-abiding citizens? We got no issues. That's Drill Speed Trap Alert brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. Back with the 8 o'clock hour next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Ride with the Frangie Show.
We'll crank this sucker up, you can drop us off, and you guys can be back in your home planet before supper.
Let the Frangie Show drive you home.
Let's go.
We're going home.
Afternoons
All systems are working, Commander.
on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Price, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinders Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinders Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida. Official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit DreamfindersHomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Let's go! Join us this Saturday, June 8th at 7 o'clock in the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena as your Sharks take on the Tulsa Oilers. Great seats are still available. Ask about our awesome family package. 4 tickets, 4 food or merchandise vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Get yours today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksonsharks.com. Shark Tank is having a luau, so break out your flip-flops and grass skirts and come join us. Check out the Polynesian dancers and learn the hula at Shark Fest, our pregame party. The first 1,000 fans will get a free leg. It's going to be a totally tubular night.
Jacksonville Sharks, Tulsa Oilers.
That's Saturday, June 8th, 7 o'clock. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksonsharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jacksharks.com. Let's go!
Let's go! Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think alike, right? We pay, every now and then our mind why. We pay all this money monthly, man. If something happens, we need you. You better be there. Well, that's what Craig and Chris Kaprosky do for us. This husband and wife team up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care, I mean it, right? You call the Kaproskys, if something happens, they answer, they get on it right away. If they happen to be on another line, they call you right back because they know the importance of it. They know you're going through something that's unfamiliar. That's why they're there for you. It's called customer service, quite frankly. And whether it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, small business, Kaprosky's are always there for your time of need. How do I know? I speak from experience. My family has used the Kaprosky's numerous times, and when I call them, they call me back. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. That's 478-8422.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. While Jag QB Trevor Lawrence and the front office team are working out an extension, NBC football analyst Chris Sims says he's worth it.
When you talk size, athleticism, and arm power, it is up there with anybody in the league. Anybody.
It's still to be determined whether the Jags have found a wide receiver to replace the departing Calvin Ridley. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence feels good about the addition of Gabe Davis.
He's been great, hard worker. Obviously, he's still working himself back in, but just hard worker, he's smart.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp ended their losing streak by taking the opener against the Charlotte Knights on Wednesday evening. The teams will square off in a doubleheader later today. The first game is 5:30. And MLB play. With Wednesday's victory, the Rays have now taken 2 in a row from the Marlins. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 8:10 and it's 77 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the show. Crank it up, E. Ow! There's something going on in college baseball I don't understand, but I've said it all year long. And it just doesn't make sense to me. But yesterday we had the 3 finalists named for the Golden Spikes Awards, which is the Heisman Trophy of college baseball. And our guy Cags wasn't on the list. I mean, he didn't make the top 3.
Seems a little misguided, I would say.
Yeah.
He didn't hit 4 or something?
Yeah. I mean, they got
30-something homers?
I'm okay. Obviously, you can argue the Condon versus Cags thing all day. That's fine.
Who was the SEC Player of the Year? Did they name that? Was it Condon?
I think it was. I don't know for sure. Hagen Smith from Arkansas, who got beat by Southeast Missouri State in a regional, was 9-2 with a 2.04 ERA, which, again, great year. All guys, I don't want to rip guys. I'm not trying to – I just don't understand how he's not one of the top 3. And then the Travis Bazana kid from Oregon State, who's also a terrific player, man. But again, it's a two-way guy. It's got to mean something to be a two-way guy when your one way is as good as everybody else, and then you throw the extra way in there. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Travis Bazana had hit 374, 11 home runs, 55 RBI. All right? Did steal 36 out of 39.
I think Caglione you could argue is the most valuable player that's left in the 16 teams. Like if they didn't have him, they would. I don't know if there are other teams where there is one guy that if they didn't have, they definitely wouldn't be in. I doubt it. I think there may be.
Cags hit 411.
Yeah, thought he hit 400.
31 home runs, 63 RBI.
What was Condon? Wasn't he like 470?
Condon was incredible. I'll get him though. Let me get him for you because I don't want to. Like I said, I'm not knocking the other guys. I'm just saying, how does this guy not get into the top 3? I don't get it, man. And it's not like, listen, I'll tell you one other thing about Jack Haggs. It's not like the dude strikes out a lot. He had more home runs than strikeouts, Jeffrey. Charlie Condon hit 36-77, hit 446. So, OPS 1602
For
Jack
Condon?
Haggs. Yeah, Jack Haggs 1374. Again, and I'm not saying Haggs was a great pitcher, because he wasn't, but he was 5-2 for a team that had no pitching, and he ate up 67 innings.
Yeah, no, I think I just don't think it's not like the Ohtani bump. Ohtani's a dominant pitcher, one of the best pitchers in the sport when he pitches at his best.
Jack Haggs struck out 23 times and hit 31 home runs.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
I'm a little disappointed.
Put him in the Braves farm system, but he'll be long gone.
Again, not to knock.
Be the 4th or 5th pick. That list, the Golden Spikes list, sounds like the mock drafts that I look at.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's basically the order.
Yeah. Is Hagen Smith ahead of Jack Haggs?
Maybe not. But the other one, the one you said hitting 360 or whatever.
Yeah, Bazana's a big time.
Yeah.
They like him. Let me see real quick here on this. This mocker. Yeah, Travis Bazana. Charlie Condon. Chase Burns. Braden Montgomery. Jack Haggs. Jack Haggs is usually around the 5 spot. Projected to go to the White Sox. Oh, God, no.
Probably not where you want to go, huh?
I mean, I just have watched these guys. Like, there must be something that the scouts don't like about Jack Haggs, to me.
I don't know. Is it a long swing, maybe?
I don't know, but he doesn't strike out.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
And he hits.
Well, hold on a second. If he's going 5th or 6th, I don't know that there's something they don't like. I mean, yeah, but I would say he's playing against the best competition. Obviously, the number one.
Would you rather have Travis Bazana? Now, we don't know
I don't
Travis
know the other
Bazana,
guy.
But he's a second baseman.
Yeah, no.
Would you rather have the
No, I'd rather
Again, there's less of a premium on first baseman now. We've learned that. People don't,
Well, I don't know why. There shouldn't be.
Because I don't know why either. But
I mean, you still look at the best teams in baseball. The Dodgers got Freeman. The Braves got Olsen. It's still an important position.
Mm-hmm.
I think Olsen's kind of a good comp. He's got hits for a better average in college, but he kind of reminds me of Olsen. He got the high hands, tall, lefty, powerful guy. I think Matt Olson's a good comp for him.
I'll say this, man. When Jack Haggs squares up baseballs, too, he hits them hard. Like, the velo rate is always like 108, 115. And, I mean, there'll be singles and such, but anyway, it's just interesting. I'm disappointed, though, as a Gator fan, that my guy Jack Haggs didn't even get in the final 3. That's all.
We got to talking about Chris Sims' quarterback list
We
yesterday,
did.
and then Chris Sims was on Pro Football Talk yesterday, kicking around his list as he, explains why he puts certain players in certain places. He had Trevor at number 11. We went through the others from 40 to 11. There's no reason to kind of go back down that path, but with Sims talking yesterday, it's pretty clear that he may have, he may have Trevor at number 11, but he considers him, top 10 worthy for sure.
Lawrence is one of the best-looking specimens playing quarterback in the NFL. And when you talk size, athleticism, and arm power, it is up there with anybody in the league, Mike. Anybody. It just has to be a little bit more consistent, and there's some nuance that he's still learning. But, damn, I think this is, no-brainer.
By the way, ask then, okay, Chris, what about the regression? Trevor seemed to go a little backwards last year.
Regression last year happened because one thing that was apparent to me when I went back for my quarterback rankings and watched film was, holy Batman, they couldn't protect Trevor Lawrence last year. I mean, it's actually some of the games are comical. I go, my gosh, it's 30 drop back passes and 24 of them. He literally had to be like, I got to throw it because I'm about to get wrecked here. I mean, so they couldn't run, they couldn't protect last year, and they've made all the proper adjustments, I think, here this offseason to stop that, to now where we can see the best of Trevor Lawrence once again, and hopefully that happens.
So there you go. That's just a little more from Chris Sims as quarterback ranking is kind of gains steam, right? The more years you put it out, you can certainly get some notice around it. Man, what do you think of this practice? You're on social media.
Yes, sir.
Is it fair to pull up a comment from someone in the moment and then apply it to some greater, recommendation? In other words,
Talk to me. Give me an example.
I'll
I don't know what you're
I'll
talking
give you
about.
an example. There's
Yes,
news
sir.
breaking this morning that the Lakers could be targeting Danny Hurley as their next head coach. Well, LeBron back in April, when Hurley was doing a great job with UConn, went on Twitter and said he's so dang good.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another tagline. So does that now? And so now they're
LeBron endorses.
Well, right. They're now pulling this up. Is that fair? And we see this often. And I'm not even talking about when you say something dumb and you're young and then being held to that, right?
Yeah.
Josh Allen. There's been a bunch of those. But I'm talking about if you're.
Oh, he
That
wanted
doesn't mean-
he wanted J.J. Redick.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean, hey, I want it'd be nice if Danny Hurley could be our coach one day. I think he was just throwing in props. Because if that's the extent of the relationship between Danny Hurley, again, this does not seem like a good fit, man.
If you're Danny Hurley, to me, and obviously they've had discussion, and so if you're Danny Hurley, it sounds to me like you're interested. Like, what's going to make you suddenly turn it down?
Well, because I tell you what it tells me, okay, the Lakers want me, guess what? Anyone would want me.
Well, yeah, but he already knew that. Kentucky wanted him.
That's Kentucky. That's the same boat. I'm talking NBA specifically.
Okay, well
maybe like I said, he seems to be a lot better fit in a different. That just doesn't seem to be the fit to me. I don't know.
LA's the only job.
The problem is, the Knicks and the Celtics are both in good stead.
Yeah, LA is the only job, by the way, that I would take. The Lakers job is the only NBA job that I would take, knowing that they don't have a championship roster, because LA will always lure free agents.
That's true too.
Otherwise, because if it was like
Atlanta,
that roster's not going to win.
Yeah.
Why would I take that?
And I'm not going to be able to improve the roster as easily as I can.
But
in
if
LA.
you're going to give me 10 years and $200 million,
by the way, that's been the case now for 70 years. I mean, since
Yes.
Wilt went to, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
they love LA.
Yeah,
they all
love LA.
Yeah,
at some point.
And I think, it's interesting.
Has LeBron now been in LA longer than he was in Miami?
No, I don't think so. But you might be. I mean,
why would
that's my impression.
Why would the Cavs not draft Bronny?
Maybe they will.
Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Wouldn't Cleveland be the one most palpable landing spot, for just his overall legacy, or will it not matter where LeBron goes?
LeBron's staying in LA. You think he might leave? I don't think I don't know. He's not leaving. He's not leaving. He's been in LA for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
So it's
6 years.
This is 6th, and he was in Miami for what, 5?
4.
4 only, yeah.
Wow.
He was in Miami for 4 years. They went to the finals, all 4.
Yep.
What was the streak that he had? He was in like 9 straight finals.
He's been in 10 finals, right?
10
like
total.
8 in a row, maybe, or
I think
9 in a row?
10 total, 8 in a row.
8 in a row, yeah, because he had the early one against Duncan and the guys, and they were nowhere near ready. And then he had the one with the Lakers that they won.
Do you think he'll ever go back to an NBA Finals? In the next?
I wouldn't say no. I don't think it's him. You got to get the right. It's so hard to piece together a lineup that works. Like, I could argue that Luka and Kyrie aren't head and shoulders better than LeBron and AD.
No.
Right? I would argue that Tatum and Brown aren't light years ahead of LeBron and AD. But they've got Derek White, and they've got Porzingis, and they found Horford, and they have Shepard and Pritchard and role players. Dallas has Lively and Hardaway Jr. and role players, and they're role players that all fits. There's no, I don't know what obviously it's hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it's hard to, there's a lot of teams around the league that have 2 stars that aren't anywhere near the 2-star Mavs. And I don't think Gafford and, Kleber or why you're going, but whether it's the chemistry
How many times do you think LeBron averaged more than 30 points a game in his career?
Oh, not many.
Okay.
I'd say, I don't know if I'd say any.
Like average for the season?
Yeah.
Maybe once or
maybe
twice.
once.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, I was going to say 2 or 3.
25.7 this year.
I mean, and how many assists?
Will he stay there?
That's around, I think that's where it'll be.
When is the drop-off coming with LeBron?
I don't know until I see it.
Yeah.
Because he still runs up and down the court like he's 35 years old.
8.3 assists.
I mean, who's not taking 25 and 8 running?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, look at other players younger than him that have already come and gone. Hey, Klay Thompson, or, a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's like Bradley Beal. I mean, just go down the list of all-star caliber players who are already now on the downside and never.
Man, he left Cleveland at 25.
First time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he felt older because he had started so young.
And then he left Miami at 29. And then he left Cleveland again at 33. And now here he is going to be 40 next year. His year 40 NBA season is coming up. He started at 19.
Again, the guy went 25-8.
Yeah.
I mean, I think LeBron, by the way, if you wanted to, you can move him to power forward and let him just set up down on the blocks and tell him, hey, Bron, go get me 20 rebounds a game.
7.3 rebounds last year.
I mean, what if I think he should have a year now. What the heck? Why not? It's been a long, glorious career. Let's go wilt and try and just do one thing.
Yeah.
Like if LeBron spent a whole year and tried to do nothing but score
Assists,
or do nothing but assist or do nothing but rebound, what would the number be? What if LeBron went into the year and all he wanted to do was score? What would he average? 45?
Yeah, he'd be up there.
Right? I mean, and there's other players that could do that. Don't get me wrong. But 45 maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And if he tried to just rebound, if he wasn't, I mean, all LeBron did was cherry pick around the rim and try and rebound. 25?
Yeah, right. It'd be up there.
All right. Career earnings for LeBron, please.
Oh, Martha.
On the court?
Billion.
On the court. On the court.
How many years? 20. I say he's averaged 700 million.
No, I ain't going that high. I'm going to say about 400.
I got to add in the figures. So I'm not adding in this year, but I'm adding in last year. $479 million.
What did he get this year? 60 million or something?
No, he got 47.6, 51.4 next year.
So yeah.
But he'll decline declined his options.
Right. That's not enough.
But here's what he's made.
That's what they say. That's not enough.
He came in in 03-04 making $4 million a year.
Wow.
So 4, 4, 4, 5, 13, 14, 15. Went to the Heat for 14, 16, 17, 19. Went back to the Cavs for 20, 23, 30, 33. Went to the Lakers for 35, 6, 37, 4, 39, 2, 41, 1, 44, 4.
Remember, he came in the league. Adidas gave him $90 million, or was it Nike? Yeah, Nike gave him $90 million.
Oh yeah,
like off gate.
Oh yeah. All right, well, hold on. I got one more.
Okay.
I'm just curious. I'm looking.
It's LeBron related.
Yeah. Career earnings for Steph Curry, please.
How many years in the league? 16.
15.
All right, I'm going to say 15 years in the league. I'm going to say he averaged 20. I'm going to say 300 million.
I'm saying 380.
360.
It's good to be an NBA player.
He came in at 2.7, 2.9, 3, 4, 9, 8, 10, 11, 12, 34. He went from 12 to 34. 37, 40, 43, 45, 48. He'll make he made 51 this year. He'll make 55 next year. He'll make 59 the year after. Now, what was your point? I'm sorry. I was just curious if he is LeBron LeBron's got to be the leader, right? Clubhouse leader?
Actually, I don't think he is.
No?
In the NBA?
Yeah, who's made more?
You know what? He might be now.
It is LeBron.
Kevin Garnett was up there for a long time.
No. It's LeBron.
Yeah, it got to be LeBron.
KD, Chris Paul, and Steph.
Damn.
Those are your top.
That money's changing too.
Yeah. Oof. Man, oh man. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say you were talking about LeBron and how far he goes back and what his shoe was, and I was just sitting here thinking after watching the documentary I told you I watched yesterday, and part of that HIV storyline was Magic coming back and playing for the first time at that NBA All-Star game in Orlando, right? Mm-hmm. And I was thinking to myself how lucky I was that I was at that game. I went with Glenn Fishon. I made the trip down for that one, Hick. So I was there. Do you remember how it went? Like how he did?
Yeah, he won the MVP.
He won the MVP.
Yeah.
I didn't even appreciate it, I don't think, at the time being there for that, but I was at that game where he did that, and then I was also
in Orlando,
thinking,
right?
Huh?
It was in Orlando.
Yeah, it was in Orlando. Yeah. And then I also so happened to be at LeBron's pro, quote-unquote, debut when he was in the Summer League in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen two pretty, big NBA moments right, in Orlando. I knew that godforsaken city was good for something.
Just real quick, and then we'll go to break. I need the uniform guys' thoughts on the Vikings' new all-white Winter Warrior alternate uniforms. All-white Winter Warrior alternate uniforms. Thoughts on those two from you two uniform guys. Do you like them? Are they fresh? Are they dope? Do they have Rizzy? I need to know. I need to know what you think. That's the new all-white Winter Warrior alternate uniforms. Are they fresh? Are they dope? Are they?
Yeah, they cool.
They cool?
Yeah, they cool.
I like the white helmets. I like the Jags to do a white helmet.
You know what they look like?
What?
They look just like
TCU?
Northwestern's all-white winter coat.
Okay, TCU.
They have one like that that looks real simple, which is fine. I like that okay.
Yeah.
I like the Vikings flat purple helmet. Like they used to have a shiny one. Now it's kind of like that matte, that flat matte looking kind of deal. I like that one.
All right. This is The Drill. It's 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
I think we're ready for a tournament.
We are so flipping good.
Attention, Googans. Come drive, drop, and dink with The Drill Friday, June 14th.
That's our first tournament.
At the Fruit Cove Recreation Club. Cash prizes, free swag, beginner's clinic, and Jeff E.T. and I in an exhibition match?
It looks so easy.
Go to thefruitcove.com and click on the 1010 flyer. To sign up your men's, women's, or mixed team, that's thefruitcove.com.
We are so good at pickleball.
Sponsored by good friends at Injury Care Centers and Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hey, gang, stop paying for exterior paint that does not protect your home or business. Rhino Shield's the opposite. Those beautiful, durable coatings never chip, crack, or peel. Your small business needs to get painted, Rhino Shield. Your house needs to get painted, Rhino Shield. By the way, they back up their work with a 25-year warranty. No mold, no mildew, no algae growth. Water intrusion does not happen from these crazy storms we get in Northeast Florida. Fights that salt corrosion, Class A fire rating, and in the end, saves you thousands compared to the cost of repainting. I'm telling you, 0% financing right now, up to 25% off, new low pricing. Never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Now that you're sold, you say, Hick, what do I do? Here's what you do. RhinoShieldJax.com, RhinoShieldJax.com. Get your free estimate today.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Hayes Carlion for QC Kinetics. Are you not able to enjoy this summer as much as you want because of joint pain? Well, give my friends at QC Kinetics a call at 904-274-5522 for a free consultation. They're serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move again, pain-free. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. Stop putting it off. Take action now and live your best life again. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation, 904-274-5522 in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That is QC Kinetics.
Dang, missed the ball, broke the tee. No No worries, I'll just go to golf-t-repair.com and get these babies fixed. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive apparel designed by Jacksonville for local golfers. golf-t-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for golf stuff.
Your Jags and the NFL. Jaguars Today. Get personal with your favorite NFL team.
From the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
Jaguars Today, every weekday from 10 to noon with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony on 1010XL.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, with answers to the questions I'm asked the most. Yes, we are local, and no, I'm not hiring an actor to read these commercials. Check us out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
How nice would it be not to worry about your AC unit for 10 years? What? Bonds Heating and Air, standing by their units for 10 years. Imagine not having to think about your AC unit for a decade. Bond's 10-year warranty covers the parts, labor, and refrigerant. Basically everything. No fictional problems that will cost thousands. This is legit. An AC unit with no repair costs. Wouldn't that be nice? So remember, if your AC unit won't turn on, just call Bonds. That's Bonds Heating and Air.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. 8:35. Good morning, Jacksonville. Hanging out here on the drill. Rocking and rolling through a Thursday. I tell you what, man, mini camps have become so I mean, it's like, honest to gosh, it's like the third preseason game. We just got to give. They're doing the right thing by changing this stuff because it's not working. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It doesn't matter. But like next week for the Jags is mandatory mini camp. And
right, it's not going to be. Yeah.
There's not going to be no mandatory. The guys are going to be gone. Mm-hmm. We're just going to keep a few guys around. And they did that last year, too, which is fine. I don't think anybody has a problem with it. But it's just, and it's that way throughout the league. These guys all talk. They know. They've got summer plans. They've got their vacation times. This is not the players, but the coaching staff, the personnel. This is their time away. They're getting ready for that. And so they'll start working towards that, I think. Going forward, I think one team just very early on, and I read something about them the other day, and I said, I said to myself, What would you think if I told you that a team that might be able to make a little bit of noise, I don't know how good, it could go, the Arizona Cardinals?
Well, I think there's a lot. I don't think that's crazy because of the Kyler Murray factor. And when you set aside the injuries and some down times for Arizona, when he has played, they have been pretty good.
Okay, so he seems like maybe, I don't know, maybe there's been a little bit of maturity or a little bit of growing up or like this is my job or whatever it is, but he's a little bit different. So you got Kyler Murray. You got James Conner and Trey Benson at running back.
Okay.
I like that 1-2 punch.
Yeah. Connor, you keep waiting for him to have finally gotten over the hill, and yet he's. I had him in fantasy. He's very solid.
Yeah,
he's not great, but he's solid.
No, but he makes
he gets
plays.
hurt.
Okay.
He's
Well,
runs
now you got Trey
physical.
Benson behind him.
Yeah, we'll see. Rookie, but yeah,
I like him.
I like Tank Bigsby too.
Okay, I bet Trey Benson's the best rookie running back in the NFL. Anyway,
it's a good year to say that. It wasn't a strong class.
forget that rookie. You got Marvin Harrison Jr.
for sure.
Okay.
Didn't they add one veteran too?
Yeah, a guy named Zay Jones.
But no, I thought it was and that's it. The third is they had was it Michael Wilson who had a good rookie year?
Michael Wilson.
Okay.
They got Trey McBride at tight end.
yeah.
Who's a good player.
Also a good young player with Colorado State.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm down with
O
them.
line's decent. All right. Now they got.
They still have that former Gator anchor in their O line.
Oh, DJ.
Yeah. Humphreys.
I don't think so.
That guy lasted forever in the league,
He
man.
did.
He just seemed okay at Florida. It's weird.
I get Darius Robinson, Sean Murphy Bunting.
Well, listen, they were one.
Zaven Collins.
They were one.
Buda Baker. I mean, there's some good players on that team.
They were 1-9
Mm-hmm.
when Kyler came back, and then they went 3-4. Him working his way back off of that injury,
Okay.
so they finished relatively okay. So yeah, I'm okay with.
I think their coach is okay.
I'll give you another one.
Okay.
I'll give you another one that
they're in a tough division now.
I'll give you another one, and the team I'm about to mention is also in a tough division.
Okay.
I'm going to give you another one that when we get around to our NFL predictions on September 5th, when we sit here.
I can't
never before.
wait.
No one ever in the history
Never.
of local sports talk radio has
So good.
predicted the divisions,
Such good
the order of
radio.
finish,
Yes.
the playoff, the Super Bowl, the whole thing.
Love
right?
it.
I'm now, and it's going to be hard to do because it's to put them in. It's going to mean taking a team that you believe in out.
Oh.
Are we sure that Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers aren't going to just go bust right out of the gates about 12-5 with that crazy nut?
I think they could.
I mean, they got Herbert. What did they do? And they went and got the Ravens backfield.
Yep.
Right? I mean, all of them. Didn't they get Gus Scott and Dobbins, and didn't they get more than one?
Two of them. They got Gus
They got
Gus
Edwards
the Bus
and
and
J.K.
Dobbins,
Dobbins.
yeah.
Where did Eckler end up? Is he still
Washington
with them?
Commanders.
Yeah.
That's right. So, I guess receiver.
Joshua Palmer, Quentin Johnston, Lad McConkey.
Yeah, but they don't have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and those are
No.
the guys that have been making most of the catches there. But
But
yeah, I think
they got Rayshawn Slater, Zion Johnson,
good
Bradley
line.
Bozeman,
Yeah, good line.
Joe Alt.
Yeah.
That's a nice
Right.
old.
And
And
we
you
know
know
what
what
they have
Harbaugh does? Smash mouth.
and we know what we have
and
on
then
the-
play
yes,
action.
well, like his brother, only he's got a better quarterback.
Mm-hmm. I'm keeping. I got Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack back, right?
Yeah, and Derwin James.
Derwin James.
Like I said, that
Asante Samuel.
that's a sneaky team to me.
I don't
You know,
think.
now
yeah.
again, that's a tough division. Well, it's a Chiefs division.
Yeah.
The
8 years in a row.
Yeah, the Broncos and Chiefs are.
They're
I
better
mean, the
than
Broncos and Raiders, but I will say that division too, though, that is another. And I guess this is true of a lot of divisions, but that's one of those divisions where the bad team beats the good one in the year.
Yeah.
Like the Raiders will beat the Chiefs. They're going to win the Super Bowl. The Raiders are terrible, and they'll go 1-1 against them. Feels like all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a.
Chargers have been a.
But I think
It's funny that you would bring them up because every year I will pick them and you'll say, I ain't picking them.
I mean, at some point you got to believe in the coach.
Yeah.
You know, not only did he did wonders at Stanford, he took the 49ers to the
He's a
Super
good coach.
Bowl where
that
he barely
coach
lost.
they had may be one of the worst in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. He cost them some of their
What
window.
an idiot.
Yeah, totally.
Did he go back to the Rams?
I don't know where he went. I wouldn't hire him. He's untouchable to me. That guy is just untouchable. And then he would double down on his mistakes.
Just a terrible coach.
Yeah, yeah. and by the way, we talk about maybe the hangover of how they lost last year.
He's with the Niners.
You know, that we talk about how that hangover from when they lost to the Jags and maybe it hung up. Well, it wasn't just the players. This dude came out remember they'd go for it up in their own territory.
Dude should have been fired after they lost that playoff game.
He should, and if not, he should have been. I think it was at minute. I don't remember the order, but he literally did it 2 or 3 times, and one time it was successful.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, yeah, that you want to talk about a coaching upgrade. And listen, winter Chargers, the whole league has just been kind of waiting and would jump on Jim Harbaugh if he was available. I promise you the Falcons wish they got him.
Yeah.
Because of this, he's not just the defending national title winner in college football. He's proven in the NFL. He's more, who's somebody who went back to the NFL who's already been in the NFL? I don't know if it's happened that often. Who goes NFL, college, NFL?
Who goes college NFL?
Who goes NFL, college, NFL? Has it happened much? Hadn't, has it?
I can't.
I mean, Saban did it as an assistant, but he didn't do it as a head coach.
Yeah.
But he went college, NFL college, actually. Yeah.
Anyway, one more NFL note. Peter King, who's retired, remember he abruptly retired.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he couldn't stay away. No, he promised he would do every year. One of his things was a Father's Day book list. So he said, "I'll get out my Father's Day book list," which I've always liked because, as you know, I sell books now.
Mini leatherbound.
Yeah,
whole $12 for him.
Yeah, $12 and 25 cents. I took that quarter too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it to my son. I said, "Keep this."
Wow. One day this will be worth 30 cents.
Mm-hmm. So, but anyway, he said, "I can't stay away from football. Just some observations, okay?" Because he wanted to do. He's talking about retirement and everything, and he goes, "But just a couple things from NFL stuff, a couple of opinions." And I've always liked and respected his football opinions. I think he's great. Like he said, like he notices things that other people don't really talk about. Like he said, CBS on the schedule. CBS has 10 late Sunday afternoon doubleheader windows to fill, and they fight for those games, right? 0 Jets games in those slots. No national Aaron Rodgers games for a network that could have had 2. Wondering if CBS asked to avoid the Jets out of fear of Rodgers surviving the season, or out of fear that he might say something more uncomfortable.
Or how about they recognize, well, the Jets are already on 6 times. Let's put some other teams
He
on.
says this is a good point. We talked a little bit about this. Does how Kansas City's schedule fall make this the toughest repeat task ever? Listen, early bye week is not the hugest deal in the world, but in 31 days, beginning Thanksgiving week, 31 days, Casey has 6 games. In 31 days, late in the season.
Yeah, so I remember seeing that when it came out.
3 are short week games, Sunday to Friday, Sunday to Saturday, Saturday to Wednesday. He says, I doubt sincerely if it would have fallen this way if the NFL, to get the Netflix money, didn't have to gift the Netflix a gift-wrapped Mahomes game under the tree, right?
Yeah.
Kansas City's playing Christmas Day,
Right.
which I agree with. And he said this, too. A couple other things he said, just his opinion. But this one we all agreed with, I still think. A bit dated, but the Michael Penix draft pick still shocks me. With the Falcons having the worst pass rush in football the past 3 years.
It's terrible.
And with every defensive player left on the board.
It's terrible.
And 6 weeks after guaranteeing a quarterback $100 million.
It's unexplainable.
Atlanta picked a quarterback who won't play until 2026 at the earliest. I don't know how you make a decision like that.
It's unbelievable, man.
And I have said that over and over.
Again, it's
mind-numbing.
It's like trust me, as an Atlanta, I don't think any city owns the number of just draft and decision-making calamities as the city of Atlanta, especially the Falcons and Hawks.
2 more, and then I'll be done. Still think the Bears should have kept Justin Fields and traded Caleb Williams, and perhaps even had multiple first-rounders in 24, 25, and 26. Williams has great tools. Shouldering the ridiculous expectation of a fan base that hasn't had a true franchise quarterback in 80 years is a factor here.
Well, whatever.
Add that constant intensity to Williams' already huge adjustment to the NFL game. That matters.
Well, let me ask you this. Does your opinion change if you can't beat Russell Wilson out? I mean, at some point, you got to look at Justin Fields' numbers, and they are what they are. Not good.
Fair. And lastly, and this is fair, the rush to an 18-game season. Just one more example of greed run amok by a greedy league. If the league pines so for healthy stars, it wouldn't ask them to play 65 more snaps a year just a few years after asking them to play 65 more snaps a year.
Fair enough. I get the players if they're pushing back on that. Right? I get it. All right. It is a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. You're listening to The Drill. But I want to tell you, men, if you enjoy wasting time filling forms and sitting around waiting rooms, this isn't for you. But if it's time to take control of your health, make your doctor with my doctor, Paul Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine. What I've learned is that concierge means personalized, a doctor on demand, so to speak. A 10 o'clock appointment means, wait for it, 10 o'clock. There you go. Your wait is over. Personalized, engaged approach to health. Focus on cause, not just symptomatic care and relief, from simple allergies to chronic pain to sexual health. Contact my doctor, Paul Bousset at Integra Concierge Medicine. It's time to unlock the door to better health. Doc Bousset at Integra has the keys to do so. Those keys are bioidentical hormones. That means all natural. The results are going to blow your mind. Listen to me. If you're battling fatigue, chronic pain, waning sex drive or performance, they're all fixable, I'm telling you. Doc Bousset, board-certified family physician, but so much more. The keys are there, guys, and with personalized care, hassle-free, and on-time appointments, call now for your free consultation and contact my friend, Doc Bousset at IntegraConciergeMedicine.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. We call Jacksonville home because it is our home. Our home sweet home. 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Are you tired of living with constant pain from torn ligaments or nagging tendinitis and bothersome joint pain? Say goodbye to endless medications and invasive surgeries. Go BioTarget Regenerative Treatment is available only at injury care centers. Their innovative approach helps you recover faster and get back to doing what you love without drugs or surgery. Don't just treat the symptoms, target the root cause with BioTarget. Visit GoBioTarget.com to learn more and schedule your appointment today.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing has the highest wind and impact ratings available? If you want a stronger roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Learn more at PrimeRoofingFL.com. That's PrimeRoofingFL.com.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision, and equal opportunity employer.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On June 6, 2018, LeBron James passes Michael Jordan's record for most 30-point games in NBA playoff history.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Jags fans, the schedule's finally here, and you don't want to miss these matchups. Whether you want to become a season ticket member, catch 3 or more games with a bundle at the bank, or experience the season with Prowl Pass, there's a plan for every fan. Get locked in by going to Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. Experience Jaguars game day your way at the bank this fall.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Hey, David here with Royal Pest Services. Men, are you struggling in the bedroom? Do spiders and roaches have you scared? Visit RoyalPestServices.com and let us help you get that man card back. Guaranteed results on our first visit.
Hey, cataracts are the leading cause of vision loss in the United States and blindness worldwide. That's why I'm here to tell you about Bowdeny & Associates. June, Cataract Awareness Month. Cataracts are a condition that causes the eye's lens to become cloudy. It can block or change the way light passes through the eye. Bowdeny is here to take care of you or someone you know are experiencing faded colors, intensified brightness to light, poor night vision. Listen, call or visit Bowdeny.com to schedule your consultation. Bowdeny & Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
At Honda, we appreciate all the competitive
comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety. There is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
As we cover all facets of the Dan Hurley story, here's a dumb statement.
Okay.
I'm just sorry. The idea of Bronny James and the Lakers. Who better potentially than Dan Hurley to be the developmental coach? Let me tell you something. If they're hiring Dan Hurley, they're not hiring him to develop Bronny James.
Bronny said that?
No.
Oh, somebody said it about Bronny.
Yeah. I think maybe Woj. I don't know. I don't care.
I will say this. I don't think it's too far-fetched to think that you have to align with the guy. If that's indeed the Lakers' plan, if they're going to do that for LeBron to make sure they keep him. I mean, you can't keep it straight with LeBron. You know, and one time, you know, here or there, he'll talk about how much he wants to play with his kid. And other times, it's not about that. It's about his development. But what is he really saying behind the scenes? I think we've learned from these superstars. You can't trust what
I'm
you
not
hear
going to be
publicly.
surprised if Bronny James goes to L.A., and I know you want to
But
keep
he
LeBron
can
happy, but we're not hiring Dan Hurley for the specific. Bronny James ain't developing into anything. He's a guy. He's a kid.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
5
He's not gonna
points
be a
a
superstar.
game.
Listen, you can go back and find a lot of 18-year-old freshmen that were NBA superstars that averaged 5 points a game.
Well, then give those guys a chance to.
Well, look, it's a unique situation, but it's not like LeBron James is a total non-prospect. I would agree with you. Do I want him as a part of my nucleus? No. If LeBron called the Hawks and said, if you draft Bronny, I'm coming, I can't. I'll use my number one pick on him. I'll use the number one pick on LeBron then. Okay. I mean, I would do it. I don't, whatever. And again, it's not like it's his son who plays in the band at, Cal. I don't want to play with him.
Might as well.
Yeah, I don't know, Hick. That might be a little unfair. We'll see. I'm not predicting LeBron James Jr. is some Mondo prospect, but he seems to have a good work ethic. He's not tiny. He won't be the same kind of player. He'll never be great, but somebody's going to draft him in round 2, and I don't think that's
only
somebody.
Because he's Bronny's kid.
I don't think so.
Bron's kid.
Then why do the scouts, when they put out their new value boards, why do they put him in second-round range? They have nothing to tie to LeBron.
I've read scouting reports that say he's not ready for the NBA. He shouldn't be a part of the NBA. His best bet is to go to college.
The combine, you've
read
that?
Yes. All he can do is shoot. He's 6'1". Tell me the 6'1" guys who make it in the NBA. Name them all.
Chris Paul.
Oh, okay.
Allen Iverson.
And how were they at Georgetown and Wake Forest? Just out of curiosity. I'm not going to argue. This is dumbassery by you. I'm not going to do this.
Not dumbassery.
This is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
So let me ask you this, there, Mr.
Oh my God.
I didn't know I was talking to Jerry
the scouts
West
think
here.
He's a second-round pick.
So you're a Knicks fan. You won't draft LeBron Jr. to get LeBron. That's the story we're talking about.
That's not what you said.
Yes,
you were
it
talking
is.
solely on how he plays.
No, I wasn't. I was talking about that. You didn't let me get around to the context of if you're making the decision.
I don't know, Hick. I think he can be the scouts have him as they have him as a second-round pick to get to LeBron. That's different. Totally different.
Well, see, I didn't realize that was the case. I didn't know that there was an asterisk on their rankings.
You don't think so?
No, I think they all went to the combine.
You think he's one of the top 60 college players in the country?
I don't know. I right now, no, but they're not drafting for right now.
If he was Bill Smith, you wouldn't be saying that. You would be making fun. This is a joke. This is unbelievable. Come on, man. What in the hell?
52.
52 skidoo. What?
That's where he's ranked on.
By whom?
ESPN's best available player.
ESPN, the LeBron James network.
So now we don't. So now, all right.
Hey, bro.
Who do you want me to use?
Hey.
What you want me to go to? Who? Give me one.
I don't know.
Draft.net, CBS Sports. I don't know either. We're going NBA.com. Or they? I don't know.
They credible enough for you?
No one's credible.
You have taken this. You're attaching claims that weren't
James
made.
is not an NBA prospect. If his father's Los Angeles Lakers don't draft him, it would be a surprise if anyone did.
Okay, you want to do a dime bet that LeBron James Jr. gets drafted?
No, because he's getting drafted because of who his dad is.
Well, then why are we quoting a guy saying that it would be surprising?
Because the truth is, if you just break down his game, it's not good enough.
Oh, so these
he's not big enough.
So mock draft prognosticators are now the truth?
I just know that a glass eye and a duck's ass can see that Bronny isn't basketball material.
Oh, dear.
53rd on CBS. I mean, I don't tell you, he's between 50 and 60. It's not like there's 1,000 guys dribbling around the world today that are NBA players.
NBA scout comps Bronny James is a poor man's Davion Mitchell.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Anyway.
Again, just for the record, so I'm going to be clear here so we don't circle back in like 2 months with some ridiculous notions of what this conversation is all about.
Yeah.
And it is strictly about if the Lakers are going to draft LeBron James Jr. in order to keep LeBron, at least their coach comes from college where he's been developing players. Whether that means LeBron develops anything, I don't know. I don't care, but I understand where the tweet was coming from. That's all I was going to say before we got.
We're hiring Danny Hurley so he can develop Bronny.
No one thinks that. That's not even what that said. That's not what that said.
Who better to develop Bronny James than Dan Hurley?
Well, is that
not what I just said?
Well, yeah, but that's not the reason you're hiring. That's a offshoot of if he is hired, is how I took it. But we've spent a lot of time on a really non-important
Football is going to get tested.
How's that? The schedule?
Your popularity of the game is going to be put to the nth degree. Because I can sit here and tell you all I want that come December of this year that there are going to be 84 football games in 37 days.
Important ones?
Yes. From December 15th.
Because there's more than 84,
From
obviously.
December 15th until January 20th, 84 football games. Here's what it looks like. Sunday, 12:15 on NFL, 13 games. Monday, Bears-Vikings. Monday, Falcons-Raiders.
Yeah!
Yeah. Thursday, Browns-Bengals. Friday, CFP first-round game. Saturday, CFP first-round game.
By the way, Friday there's 2. Aren't there?
I only have 1.
Oh. I thought it was 2.
Saturday, Texans at Chiefs. Saturday, CFP first-round game.
Yeah.
Saturday, Steelers at Ravens. I think there's 3 on Saturday. Saturday, CFP first-round game.
And then another one that night, probably.
That was the third one. That was the third one.
Well,
there's one at noon, 4,
there's
and
got to
8.
be 4, though.
There's one on Friday.
Okay.
1, 3 on Saturday. It's just gonna. I'm just telling you, it's gonna be tested.
I don't know. It'll be easy for me. I will certainly pay attention to the NFL game, but 100% I'll be watching the playoffs of the college.
Well, you'll
football.
flip around, but
only in the break. I will watch. Well, that's not true. These are also first-round games, okay? And because we got to put everybody in, that means 12 is going to be getting, boot stomped by somebody, perhaps. I don't think every first-round game is going to be a great game. I think they're going to.
Top 4 though get biased.
I know they do, but give me 5 against 12 right now. What would that have been last year? The score would have been 60-12 if they're playing on campus, depending on who it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they don't get into the old invite Coastal just to invite them, and they give you 12, big blue blood power programs.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it is amazing, dude.
But I noticed, and I even noted
84
earlier,
important games.
But that's Saturday. This is the first time important college versus important NFL.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, and I'm not even saying pick that. I'm just saying
the volume of everything. Yeah,
overkill. Don't kill the golden goose. Is all. I mean, be careful. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. I don't think so. I can put it on every day to me.
Christmas week, Sunday, 12:22, full slate.
There's no Saturday game. I would think there would
Saturdays.
Be. On the 21st.
I started.
You'd already done that before.
Christmas week, 12:22. Monday, Saints at Packers. Wednesday, 2 games. Thursday, Seahawks at Bears. Sunday, 12 games. Monday, Lions at Niners.
We also have Black Friday games after Thanksgiving this year, too.
Yeah. Tuesday, 12:31. CFP quarterfinal. Wednesday, 1-1. CFP quarterfinal, CFP quarterfinal, CFP quarterfinal.
Yes.
Sunday, 1-5. NFL slate. Thursday, 1-9, CFP semifinal. Friday, CFP semifinal. Saturday, Super Wildcard Weekend, 3 games. Sunday, Super Wildcard Weekend, 3 games.
Overkill my rear. Sign me up, baby.
All right, and you may say that, and we'll see. It might be right.
I think, to be honest with you, you could go. Obviously, you don't have the playoffs, so there's not that volume of important college football. But if you put in bowl games, it's not that different from what it normally is. Except the NFL apparently wants to try every day that ends in Y.
Yeah,
if it ends in Y, they want to give it a whirl.
NFL's like, well, we can do two things.
They'll do every day, but
we
Tuesday
can try to
this
have
year.
them wanting it, or we can just go for it.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. They will all hit
Every
the NFL
day.
airwaves except for Tuesday.
There's no Tuesday games?
I don't think there is. I can't think of a
Are you
reason
sure?
why. I'm not positive, but I can't see a reason why there would be a Tuesday.
When's the only time we ever had Tuesday game? COVID year?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's the only time. I know it's the last time there was a Wednesday game even. I think it was maybe Steelers-Washington may have gotten bumped back to a Wednesday.
All right, we got to take a break. This is the drill. It's 10-10
It is.
XL.
It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday, gang. No job too big or too small for my friends at Custom Tree Surgeons. They're the best. You know, not a lot of places you call out and you think you got something wrong, and they say, well, you're actually okay. Call us back in a year. That's what they do, man. They leave your yard always looking better than the way they found it. It's Custom Tree Surgeons, CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Of all the places in the world, this is our favorite. This is home. 1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. June is National Men's Health Month, and listen, I thank God for Beaches Dermatology. They have helped me out with some skin issues on numerous times. I have had some basal cells removed because of Doctors Boudreaux and Doctors Metz, man. They do a thorough check of your skin. They find if there's anything questionable. They always err on the side of caution, and I appreciate them. I appreciate them a great deal. So, first off, I want to remind you to wear your sunscreen, man. The oven is on. It's hot out there. Man, I went golfing yesterday in the afternoon. I put the sunscreen on, man. Protect your skin. You have to in Northeast Florida, right? Whether you're at the kids' games, you're at the beach, wherever you are. And if you have any concerns, give Beaches Dermatology a call. You can go online at beachesdermatology.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
What's up? I'm Patrick Young. If you're a business owner, make your plans to attend the Florida SBDC Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. You'll network with other Florida business owners, learn marketing and operational strategies. Plus, I'll deliver an inspirational keynote message. There's also a reverse trade show event where you can speak with government agencies to explore their business partnerships. Register online at floridasbdc.org, and I will see you there.
Break free from the old school hassle at All Pro Roofing. They've revolutionized the game. And guess what? No more pressure, hassle, or time meeting with someone face to face for a roof quote. Unlock the power of an instant roof quote right from the comfort of your home. Get the information you need when you need it. Explore your roofing options today. Head over to allproroofingllc.com. Hit that instant roof quote tab for a free instant roof quote. allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Let's go! Join us this Saturday, June 8th at 7 o'clock in the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena as your Sharks take on the Tulsa Oilers. Great seats are still available. Ask about our awesome family package. 4 tickets, 4 food or merchandise vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Get yours today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksonsharks.com. Shark Tank is having a luau, so break out your flip-flops and grass skirts and come join us. Check out the Polynesian dancers and learn the hula at Shark Fest, our pregame party. The first 1,000 fans will get a free lei. It's going to be a totally tubular night.
Jacksonville Sharks, Tulsa Oilers.
That's Saturday, June 8th, 7 o'clock. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksonsharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jacksharks.com. Let's go!
Let's go.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Lewis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Lewis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Lewis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool.
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jag head coach Doug Peterson's background is primarily offense, while at OTAs, he insists he's still involved in all areas.
Still involved really in all 3 phases. Again, this time of year, really get a good handle on where we are as a team.
NBC football analyst Chris Sims put together his top 40 QB countdown for 2024. Jag QB Trevor Lawrence ranked number 11th, and Sims is high on Trevor.
Is he Mahomes? Is he Josh Allen? I don't know about that yet, but he's damn good, and he's got a lot of the traits to go, whoa.
Florida Gator baseball times and dates are set for the Super Regional against Clemson. If Florida beats Clemson 2 out of 3 games, the Gators will return to the College World Series for the 2nd straight year. Game 1 is Saturday at 2 p.m. Game 2 is Sunday at 2:30. You can hear both games on 1010 XL AM. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 9:09 and it's 80 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Pete Carroll's the answer. That's your Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
But he didn't have the success in the... I mean, Harbaugh's even better prepared than that. So, yeah, look out for Harbaugh and those Chargers, I bet, over the next 5 years. Not going to be... He's got a good quarterback. He's got a good coach. What are you doing? What have you done here?
I got a new look. I'm going with...
I mean, it only took you like 50
YouTube,
years to like
on the YouTube channel
go with a little bit of style rather than that just matted down.
What do you think, E?
I think it looks better, E.
Yeah, I think he does look better.
Doesn't it?
You know what he looked like, though? He looked crazy but smart.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you could do... You're being, you're kind of being, like, facetious about it. If you were trying, though, to go for something similar that wasn't just total...
What's wrong with you?
I'm going to get a haircut today.
I think it looks better like that than it does the way it has. Why don't you live a little?
Just wear it like,
let it wear like that for a while.
Nah. I grew it out during COVID. You remember COVID?
Yeah, but you grew it out silly. That actually looks, you don't understand what that looks kind of styled.
I'm styling.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Although I will say, when you do it like that, you start to get more of a thinner looking hair than you really have.
I look like those some of those young guys on Action News. You see those guys that got the kind of the beard and then the hair going straight up.
The hair doesn't look near as, at the end of the day, here's the strange, it's really not that strange at all. The hair doesn't look as silly as you think it is. Some would say it was an upgrade.
I got to say this. I love UD Haslam, great Gator.
He has your hair going a little bit.
Looks high as a kite when he's on TV.
I think he might be. Yeah.
Oh,
E, do you know UD?
I know of him.
Have you crossed paths with him?
I have crossed paths.
The strangest thing, Dan, you've experienced this in our business, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because you happen to catch a kid who the news was on every day in his house or whatever it is, but there'll be athletes that you're surprised you would resonate with. Because UD was only here until like 10th grade.
Yeah.
And he wasn't here the whole time.
Yeah.
But when UD was in Gainesville, I was part of that group that grew into to a championship-run team out of Miami Senior.
Yeah.
Out of Miami Senior, I can remember going down, and it was always very, like, you there was a recognition, would talk extra, he seemed more comfortable all the way through his career. And honestly, he's one of those dudes. And again, I don't remember ever, and I may have covering Wolfson even talked to UD. I don't remember that.
Did Rosie coach him too?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Rosebrock.
Yeah, Bruce Rosebrock. Good dude.
Yeah. Did we? Is he with us? I hate to play that game. It's not. I don't mean it flippant. I don't mean it flippantly. I just, and it seems I recall health issues maybe.
He had some problem with his eyes.
Okay. All right. Good. Again, I don't know.
Good dude, man. Great guy. Anyway, welcome back to the program.
There are, by the way, talking about we talked about LeBron and Bronny Jr. just a little bit last segment.
No.
There's growing momentum. I'm trying to find a trade for my Hawks, man. Get rid of either DeJounte Murray or Trae Young, and I see one that would bring Karl Anthony Towns. I'll take anything right now. I need a mix-up. I need a shake-up. Keep either one. Keep Trae and bring me another star of a different position, or keep DeJounte Murray and trade Trae and bring me one.
Which would you rather keep? Wow, you even thought about it. I thought it was a no-brainer.
It was a no-brainer, too.
I don't.
It goes back and forth on this guy more than anybody in sports.
No. This is in no way an endorsement for Trae Young, but gosh, the problem is the investment that you made in him and where you took him and who you traded him for and his age. I don't want to miss the 1 year that Trae Young has like a 48% three-point shooting year and has, 30 points and 12 assists, and he's playing for, the T-Wolves. But they were much better with DeJounte. The Hawks had a winning record when they had no DeJounte Murray and no Trae Young. They always show the record of with Murray without Young or with Young and without Murray, but the truth is they were 14-13 when they both sat. So trade them both. There's my answer.
It's funny, you've gotten to experience this with your guy Anthopoulos. Like you trust him with whatever. You have faith in him that he'll do the right thing.
Every deal but the Contreras trade. That is just getting worse every day.
Yeah.
Should have never traded that guy.
Yeah, good point. But hit and miss.
Sure.
The success rate is huge. So I feel that way about I got to say this about the Knicks. I feel that way about the Knicks guys, man, and I feel that way about the Rangers guy. To be honest, Chris Drury. I think he hired the right coach. I think now listen, the Ranger fans will go back. They should have done that, and that's okay. But overall, those two franchises are in good hands for the first time, and I can't tell you how long. So that's a positive. 20 years ago, the Lakers went hard, you'll remember, after a guy named Mike Krzyzewski.
And it looks...
Ultimately, he said no. I wonder if he would say something different today, the way that, I don't know, I mean, is there something to...
I think the Dukes are kind of immune.
Yeah.
Right, if you're Duke or North Carolina or Kansas, I mean, yeah, you're always going to have some defections, but it'll usually be the problem is when you're with a school where they might take your top talent. Those are the coaches you feel for. Like whoever had Walter Clayton Jr. or Zion Pullen, or I'm just thinking in terms of Florida because I know that their additions are better than some others, more familiar with them. Florida's gotten a lot of good players that I imagine would really be helping the team had they stayed on it. That includes, a bunch of guys. This is interesting.
Yeah.
We'll trickle down from the coach's side. Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. Go to the Murray Ford Superstores. Truck guy. I'm a truck guy, Dan. So are you. The Chicago Bulls plan to hire Billy Donovan III, son of Billy Donovan, as head coach of their G League team.
Oh, good.
I will say this about sports, man. If you have a dad who's in sports, coach, broadcaster, major play-by-play broadcaster or player, then to do what he does because they will hire you every time. I tell you where it really, really shows up more than people think because generations
Football
past.
Coaches, to me.
And play-by-play broadcasters.
Yes.
So many play-by-play broadcasters got because of their dad and their grandfather. And
they're good.
They're good. They're fine.
Yeah. The carries, my gosh.
Yeah, but there's more. The Brennemans, the
Eagles.
There's a bunch. The Eagles. Yeah. The
Eagles landed.
There've been a few, quite a few, and the same thing though in playing and coaching, and that's what. Listen, I was going to say that what makes you feel old. This process started a long time ago, but when you start seeing dudes, kids play that you remember being older than their dad, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, even Tim Hardaway Jr. He's old. We remember his dad playing it through and through his prime.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen inside a stadium that they turned into something? like inside a venue. Like you went inside and they had, it was a musical concert, or or like when they took, like one of the crazy things for me was like Fenway Park playing the Pinstripe Bowl and looking at the configuration of the football field.
Well, it wasn't the Pinstripe Bowl, but I feel you.
Oh, that's right. The Pinstripe Bowl is in Yankee Stadium. Same thing.
Okay. So yeah, so it'd be
is
like.
There anything crazy? That's
man, I'd have to,
because I have a new.
You're
winner.
talking to a guy whose high school gymnasium was an outdoor court. So I go by, right? I've been prone to these. I would say.
E, if you have one, let me know.
I'm trying to think if I feel like I've seen a game that was like played on a football field and it shouldn't have been, and you end up with like a 240-foot fence, or they. I would have to go with probably one of the winter special hockey games.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
When they first came out, that had a cool, different look.
I think I got one to top them all.
Although they played volleyball in Nebraska's home field last year. That was cool. That was another good one.
Yep. March Madness, or whenever they do the college game on the ship.
That's a good one.
Ah, yeah.
That's
Very
a good
nice.
one.
That didn't work, by the way.
Yeah, I got the condensation. It's worked other places. It didn't work here. That was Florida in that game, wasn't it?
Florida Georgetown. Yeah. Lucas Oil Stadium.
What are they going to do?
This month.
I've also been downtown to our stadium when we've run trucks on it.
Yeah. Hosting the U.S. Olympic swimming trials.
Wow, that is odd.
There's a pool in the U.S.
I guess. Well, don't
Lucas
they?
Oil.
I'm sure they wheel it in. Is what they do. Big old pool. That can't be.
How can you wheel in a pool?
What do you mean? It's an above ground pool, just a real fancy one.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it has to be. And then they'll build up around it, so you would never know. You would think it was. Right. There's certainly not a pool on the floor of what's the name of their stadium these days?
Lucas Oil.
Yeah.
It has been Lucas Oil for a long time.
That's reliant in my mind, Dan. I tell you what, of all the things that are hard to kick, it's the old stadium names. You know what I mean? Like as we reference buildings and stuff, it's the stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still say Alltel every now and then for Pete's sake.
You can give me a stadium name and I won't get it.
Yeah. Those things change like the wind.
Yeah, I won't get it.
So the swimming trials are there, huh? Yeah, that is why.
You know how long ago?
The only thing I would say about that is this: we don't have any swimming facilities in the country.
Of course we do.
Why do we got to go to a?
You fill it up.
Do you? That many people want to go? You're saying?
I think I'd be curious to see what
Rowdy
the attendance
Gaines
is.
will be there.
Rowdy will be there.
Friend of the program.
You know how old? This is a good one. Like we talked this morning. We started about D-Day. D-Day. Today is the 80th anniversary of D-Day. The greatest generation storming the beaches of Omaha, just knowing that they may not live to the end of the day. There was a good chance they wouldn't make it. Just incredible. And that was 80 years ago. 40 years ago, Ronald Reagan gave one of the great speeches by an American president on the 40-year anniversary of D-Day. 40 years ago.
Is this Gorbachev telling it on that wall?
No. That's a long time ago, man. 40 years ago.
I know, bro.
Damn. Riggs was our guy. President. We were kids.
Teenager.
But still. Doggone, man.
Do you know who Dustin Poirier is?
Yeah, he's a fighter.
Yeah. You want to know how real the fight game is, E.T.?
I'm listening.
This is how real it is.
I don't know much about him, by the way. I just happened to see something about him.
I think he fought here in Jacksonville during the COVID stuff going on, and I want to say that he beat McGregor at one point, but I could be wrong on that.
Who's fighting McGregor?
It's one of the.
It's not him.
Iga Shorfsky kind of name.
They're supposed to be fighting, by the way, but they called
I think
off
somebody
the
got
press.
injured or something. Yeah. I think that's why it is. But anyway, you want to know how the fight game's real?
Mm-hmm.
The results are still rolling in from his defeat over the weekend in a big fight on Saturday. And so far, this is what we got with Dustin Poirier. Broken nose, broken rib, torn ACL. By the way, decision round 5.
Sheesh.
So my man fought through broken nose, broken rib, torn ACL. I saw Joe Rogan interviewing him after the fight. And he said, yeah, Joe, I got to admit, this probably might be the last one. Yeah, I would think broken nose, broken rib, torn ACL would have you leaning that way. CBS has a column this morning, AFC rookies picked after day one who could earn key roles this year.
Oh, hell yeah. Who we got?
Well, here's what I'm going to do. They're identifying 16 sleepers.
Mm-hmm.
My hope would be it'd be from one from each team. This is from your favorite CBS Sports analyst, still stuck, by the way, after all these years in the sweatshop.
Yeah.
Chris.
Oh, no.
Trapasso.
Don't do dumbasso. Don't do him.
Let's see. I'm assuming that he's got one for each team, or at least I hope so. And if so, let's go see what he's got for the Jags. It's worth just taking a look at what people are thinking. Anytime you want these kind of lists, here's what you do. You call Dan and Jeff, and we'll send you a cameo for just $60. We'll tell you what the real answer is.
60?
I don't know how much they are. Just threw it out there. 60
Not
work.
bad.
If we could do 10 a
It's
day.
more than I got for the books.
If we could do 10 cameos a day at $60 a pop, we'd make $300 a day. We'd be rich.
10 a day.
It's not that hard.
He set that up.
We sit here after the show.
We'll give you 10%.
Fire off 10. We send off birthday wishings and graduation, and we'll be at your
Problem
wedding.
is we do that for free.
No, we don't. Not like all official. Not to be not for lasting forever.
All right.
Where do you think that this is after day one? So where do you think?
Oh gosh.
Trapasso landed. Who do you think is the best prospect? The one
for
with
us?
Yeah, after round. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. After round 1, he said after day 1.
I'll throw you one. I don't. Jeff, this is just a guess, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in the easy.
I think
one,
you're gonna. But in my
I'm
mind,
gonna go different.
Mine in my mind had the one that he had.
Okay. I think that the obvious one, okay, is Jarian Jones.
Yeah, well, I'm Mr. Obvious because that's what I would go with because I think he's gonna get the most playing time.
I get it. I'm gonna go with maybe this guy could quietly become a NFL offensive starting tackle, Javon Foster, kid from Missouri. I'll go with him.
Now, look, if you're going long term, that's where I would go. I loved him. Him and the 7th round are the two I like. If you're going to go, give me. But I'm not predicting it
But
this
here's
year.
the problem I have.
Somebody have to get hurt.
Here's the problem
He's not
I have.
gonna play, is he?
Here's the problem I have with like the 7th rounders. Like,
I know there's a reason.
Yeah, it's like Miles Cole. He looks the part. He's unbelievable. Well, great.
I'm hoping for 3 years from now, Dan. Literally stash it
I
in
hear you.
practice. That's what I
you.
mean.
And I
I'm
agree.
Not,
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We always, I really like Jarian. Why do we like Jarian Jones? Well, Javon Foster. Keelan Robinson is the best,
I think with Jones, the reason people like him is you can question this, that, or the other. You can't really question how athletically gifted he is. You look, the 40-yard dash, the vertical, the broad jump.
Yeah.
He was not beaten a ton at Florida State. When you look at the numbers, he was good this past year, and their defense was excellent. So, but I did it more than anything. He's a 3rd-round pick, so that gives him a leg up, and he's playing a position where there's competition. He can be on the field right away, right? See a world where Jarian Jones starts week 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he opens
for sure,
his eyes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Here's what. If we follow true to form, okay? If we follow true to form, the most valuable pick we'll have, the one that they'll remember years from now, Jeff, is the 6th round pick.
Yeah, the kicker.
Is that fair?
Is that Cam Little?
Yeah, because in 2018, Jeff, we drafted Logan Cook.
Oh, he's pretty good. Was that our best player that year?
Well, we had DJ Chark.
Nope.
Taven Bryan.
Nope.
Ronnie Harrison. Will Richardson. Tanner Lee. And Leon Jacobs. Okay, great memories with Jaguar draft picks. Leon Jacobs, my favorite memory, when Derrick Henry just
Leon Jacobs. That's a 7th rounder, right?
6th rounder. Oh, no, 7th rounder. Grabbed him and tossed him like a rag doll away as the 240-pound running back was going 99 yards. Leon was on that play. That's my favorite memory.
Right.
What's your favorite Will Richardson memory?
Being called the wrong name by Urban all the time.
Okay, good one.
I don't remember the wrong name he called him.
What's your favorite Ronnie Harrison memory?
Ronnie Harrison.
It should be the same as mine, and it should be personal.
It is personal. It's the near vicious dog attack.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the near vicious dog attack in my
Rock
neighborhood.
Dog.
Yes, correct.
Huh?
When Rock Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dog was going to kill Rock Dog.
Yeah, poor Rock Dog.
Poor
He made
Rock
it, though.
Dog. Rock Dog
Hey,
stood up, tried.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So
Shout
what
out
else we
Ronnie.
got? Let me go. Let me give me one more.
Okay.
Lingering memory from every Jaguar of the class.
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark, I'll give him positives. I remember him at a time when we're a desolate wasteland actually putting together a Pro Bowl receiving year.
I'll say this. DJ Chark, to me, my favorite memory of DJ Chark is the Foles touchdown catch that cut into that Kansas City lead when Nick Foles was lost forever.
You know what my favorite DJ Chark really is?
Uh-huh.
For the 2 months of lifespan that here on 1010XL's morning show, we had DJ Chark, DJ Chark, DJ Chark, DJ Chark.
That's good.
That's what I remember.
All right. And who can ever forget Tanner Lee?
Tanner Lee was a dumb pick when they made it. We said it. That guy, that was an all-timer. Who was that?
One.
Is that Campbell? I mean, Caldwell? Who's our GM then? What year is this?
TC and Caldwell.
Yeah, that's terrible. And now they were in that
sixth round.
Every year they did it. I think Minshew was the next year in the 6th round.
Yeah.
They found some, but they Brandon Allen, 6th round. They kept going 6th round quarterbacks, and I guess apparently looking for Brady. Never came. We had the question yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Not just who are you rooting for, but how do you rank the players in the finals?
We had that question?
Well, we talked about it yesterday. Maybe we said more, who do you think? Like Jason Tatum or Luka Doncic?
Luka.
Luka's the best player. Okay, yeah. I thought that. Let's go tell me 2 to 5 as suggested by
I like that.
CBS Sports. 2 to 5 in order, please. The best players in the finals with Luka at number 1. By the way, Tatum should be maybe he's not in our minds. He's probably a lot closer to Luka than we give him credit
Absolutely. I'd put him at 2.
He's 2.
He is 2.
Yeah,
for sure.
I put him at 2.
Who do you put at 3?
I got to put Irving ahead of Jaylen Brown for this year.
E.T.?
I want to put Kyrie at 3, but like we said, Jeff, Kyrie's had a couple games where he scored like 14, 16.
Yeah, but he's won a title. And he hit one of the greatest shots in NBA Finals history.
But are we talking about a career or just like these playoffs? Because I'm definitely going to take Kyrie.
I agree with – this is a close one. This is a tipping one. This isn't a straw feeling. I would take Brown over Irving. I certainly see both of your arguments. CBS puts Irving over Brown.
Okay.
And number 5 is where the first shot comes into me.
First shock?
Yeah, and if I look at this, there ain't no way. Okay, here's what we got.
Crazy Al Horford.
Luka Mavs 1, right?
Yeah.
Tatum Celtics 2.
Yeah.
Kyrie Mavs 3.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown you got Celtics 5th. You see the trend here. No, it's not Horford. Who's 5th?
So it's going to be a Mavs player.
Mavs Celtics, Mavs Celtics. So it's a Mav guy.
Yeah. Is it that Washington kid?
Okay, here's what I got. I got Mavs, Celtics Tatum, Mavs Kyrie, Celtics Jaylen Brown. And then you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Celtics Porzingis, Celtics Drew Holiday, Celtics Derek White.
Yeah, I like Holiday, dude.
And PJ Washington is 8. Celtics Horford is 9. So the top 9.
You threw us for a loop, though.
They got 6 for 9.
You tricked us.
I did that on
You
purpose.
tricked us. He tricked us. He did. That wasn't cool.
I love it.
That's why we got it wrong.
We'll come back and see what's trending. You're listening to The Drill.
I got
custom
one.
tree surgeons.
This is unbelievable.
Awesome.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Ross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinders Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinders Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida. Official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit dreamfindershomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Summer starts now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet with our summer sale. It's not sink or swim. We have vehicles for every budget and every need, starting as low as $79.99, and you won't get burnt. We offer 20-year 200,000-mile protection on new and 7-year 100,000-mile protection on used. Plus, we can really cool things off with our 30-day exchange policy. Start the summer off the way you deserve it with our summer sale at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in 1 day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water, so Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation, light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous, don't be scared. Go to carlsondentalgroup.com. That's carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dental needs.
Start your Saturday with a whiff of the great outdoors.
Captain Kevin Favor here with Captain Kirk and Jeff Loggeman, and we bring you the fresh air of the great outdoors.
On the Nimnit Outdoors Show, presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Enjoy the thrill of the grill at John Smith Subs, with specialty subs like the Steak Bomb, the Gator, plus a full lineup of cold and hot deli subs, including the best Cuban and Duval. Bring your big mouth to John Smith Subs on Hodges and JTB.
It's the Alhambra Theater's biggest summer show, perfect for the whole family. The Alhambra Theater presents Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, based on the story of Joseph and his journey from humble dreamer to Egypt's favorite son. Presented by Atlantic Self-Storage. This big Andrew Lloyd Webber musical will have you singing out loud. To see this amazing show, go to alhambrajacks.com to learn more about Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. alhambrajacks.com.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Louis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool.
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today. Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a long-time Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company. Shane's running it. His guys, his dad's still working for him. Taking care of people who live here, people like us. We've used Lockhart Construction numerous times, man, and they are terrific. I can't say enough good things. They get your job done fast, get it done friendly, get it done affordable, get it done in a clean way. It's perfect, man. We've had them renovate inside the house. I've seen them renovate outside the house. They can do it all. Lockhart Construction. If you have a construction need, a construction thought, a construction idea, give Shane a call. He'll call you back, man. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Are your kids ready to play this summer? Come check out the Y. Summer is a time for kids to explore new things and expand the limits of their imagination. At the Y Summer Camp, every day is a new adventure. Kids can learn about STEM, arts and humanities, athletic sports, outdoor games, and more. Registration is now open, but space is limited, and spots are filling up quickly. Learn more and find your adventure at fcymca.org. Search Summer Day Camp.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys Locksmith Service.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, I got a couple issues I need to address.
All right, then we'll see what's trending.
E, hopefully I'm not stealing any of yours.
No, you good. We might need to add it in the trending.
We might. But first off, the state of Florida's got a problem here. It's not the NIL. It's not taxes. It's not skyrocketing housing costs. No, it's wild pigs, Bros. We got wild pigs. They're conquering Florida counties one by one.
We used to have them out in St. John's.
They say we're not barbecuing our way out of this one, Jeffrey.
You know, can I give you two great trappers of wild pigs?
Yeah, wild pigs.
Yeah, there's a company called Winchester and Remington. Go get one of the,
Okay.
Have your buddies Winchester and Remington come over. You won't have wild pigs for too long.
They're not friendly, are they? Are they? They look like they're cute little fellas, but I don't think so. I don't think we're talking about Wilbur here.
No, I'm talking about
You're talking about planting one inside their head, dragging them off, and eating some ham is what you're telling me. We got wild pig problems in Florida, and it's concerning, quite frankly. The other one is my girl up there in Pennsylvania, the crossing guard.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, she can't do what
she can't do that.
What happened?
I mean, by the way, what's up with the mustache? It's an unattractive photo.
I thought that was a disguise or something. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, 26 years old, Kiara Lee, you're not on the right path here. You cannot, as a school crossing guard, be giving the middle school students drugs, e-cigs, and smoking weed with them.
Oh, dear.
That's just not acceptable.
Well, I think the hiring practices have gone lax.
She's provided vapes to the juveniles.
Should I not have done that? Was that a mistake? See, my last crossing guard job, that wasn't frowned upon.
And I mean, this is not a good, flattering photo of our young lass.
You sure that's a lass, dude? I think that's another. We got some questioning identity going on there with that youngster too.
I don't know. What's the?
I don't know. I think that's a dude saying that's a girl or identifying whatever you guys say that doesn't offend you too bad.
Either she's a tiny little thing, or the officer who's arrested her is a monster.
I mean, I don't know what we're doing. I mean, what's happening?
This is all at Penwood Middle School up there in Pennsylvania. Penwood. If your kid goes to Penwood Middle School, man, you better get that place under control, man. We're hiring crossing guards who are handing out gummies like they're Tic Tacs. Anyway, sorry, I felt like I needed to talk.
It was necessary.
Address those two situations. Now you may have the floor, my friend.
All right, first I want to remind everyone that the top 5 today, trending, is brought to you by Integra Concierge Medicine. From low sex drive and libido, chronic fatigue, simple allergies, you'll find the cause. You'll get your hormones in balance. And guys, you will feel better soon. My guy, Doc Paul Bousset, has the keys to unlock your better health. Go to IntegraConciergeMedicine.com. Do it today, man. I'm not playing.
I'm watching your video.
Sleep better, all of it.
I'm watching your video presentation of your E to the T golf class.
E to the T time.
I've already seen one shot of me, so I'm very excited to continue watching. But I'm hoping, there's E swinging the golf stick. I'm hoping that the drone shot of us as they went over us.
I think there is a drone shot of y'all in there.
Oh, there's Pross. That's a nice swing.
Yeah,
Jeff.
I got my.
Let me see.
Make sure I have my dogs in there.
Yeah, we got in the shot. Yeah, there's.
Of course, I was gonna have my unks in there, man.
Let me find that.
But why are they doing that?
Number
Let me
5.
just say what's trending.
Go ahead, spinning wheels.
Well, I'm gonna kind of need y'all for this, but
I'm listening. There he is. That was your golf shot. Way too quick. He wanted to slow mo.
Oh, my bad, man. Everybody had to be included. You might be in there a couple of times.
Number 5.
Well, anyway,
yes,
gentlemen, do y'all know who Mr. Beast is?
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
Beast.
Come on, baby. Who you talking to, E.T.?
I've grown to be a fan of Mr. Beast.
I think you're coming over to the YouTube side slowly but surely.
Yeah.
You'd have so much more fun. The YouTube side's so much more fun than Twitter
There's
side.
so much money to make on that YouTube side,
Oh,
too.
heck, man, we need to monetize again. Start with the Cameo, go to their YouTube.
Yeah.
Rich.
Well, Mr. Beast, rich.
Yeah.
Well, he has become the number one person with the most subscribers on YouTube.
Well, who is that? PewDiePie? He passed. Who did he pass?
Well, he passed T-Series Music.
Oh, okay.
So Mr. Beast has 271 million subscribers. At 2 is T-Series Music. 3 is Coco Melon Kids Education with 176.
Yeah, I like it when it's a person rather than like a business
entity,
or right. They should almost kind of separate them.
But Mr. Beast got all of them.
I saw Beast get. I didn't know if this was legit or fake, but the dude was trying to steal $100,000 from him. He's like, he had it in a case, and he had a challenge, and the guy was like trying to grab the case, and Mr. B said, dude, if you take that, I'll call the cops.
Yeah, but Beast be having bread like that on him, too.
Yeah, because he comes in with these big chunks of change.
And just gives it away.
He's very nice. It's amazing what some of the people have done with YouTube.
Right.
So I guess probably
He's
others
also
too.
went to Africa and dug wells
no,
for people.
dude, this guy has done a lot of good, man. A lot.
Yeah,
He's
he
made
does.
a lot of money, and he gives almost all of it back. I don't mean it. And by the way, he's not a mega church preacher. There's nothing that says he has to. Right?
Right.
And we got mega church preachers that, turn away hurricane victims, and I got this dude traveling to Africa to give his money away.
Number 4.
Not saying, I'm just saying.
I got a question for y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Whenever y'all want to listen to music at home,
Yes,
do y'all use one of those music streaming services? Like, what do y'all use? Like me, I use I use Apple
You don't
Music.
want
Yeah,
to
what?
know.
Now,
You don't want to know.
Do you want to? Where do you think? Like
Yeah.
that's like asking. I'm
YouTube.
AOL, right?
YouTube.
No, I'm Pandora, which is even
Okay.
older. I
No,
do Pandora.
that's fair, though.
Okay,
That's fair.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm
because
Pandora.
I have it on my phone. I haven't used Pandora in a while.
I use that. I'm not a huge music fan, so I don't have like an individual playlist. If I actually want to hear a song, I will search it on YouTube.
On YouTube. So
Yeah.
you don't pay for a streaming service?
I don't
for
pay
music?
for. I could like upgrade slightly for Pandora, but I don't. I just listen to an ad. every now
and
and
you
then.
just deal with the ads.
I'm not going to tell you what I do.
What you use? Huh?
You don't want to know. I go to my phone.
Uh-huh.
I type in I might type in Tim McGraw's greatest hits.
Uh-huh.
I put in an ear pod and I listen.
So that's probably Apple
It's
Music.
probably
then.
Our YouTube. It's probably YouTube.
I don't know what.
Are you Googling it? You said.
I just type it in and
Just
no.
types it
Well, I
in.
don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I'm Android. I don't even know what you
I
guys
type
do.
it
with
in
it.
this thing.
That's your Safari.
Yeah, it's on Safari.
Well,
and
just-
it probably takes from the YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably does. Which
Whatever
is,
pops up.
That's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just.
Nothing wrong with
It's
that.
just- yeah. And but it is kind of you need the YouTube app is better than the rogue YouTube that you get connected
yeah,
to.
the YouTube app is better. Well, the reason I bring that up is because Spotify, because a lot of people use Spotify.
Oh yeah, they're upping their price, aren't they, or
They're
something?
upping their price. They went up $1, and the family plan went up $3. I'm like, man, who pays for Spotify? But apparently, it's a big entity out there.
Number 3.
Oh, this is an interesting story. There's some sibling, like a pair of siblings both in the NFL and the WNBA. So I'm saying there's an NFL player who has a sibling in the WNBA.
Okay.
Erica Ogunbowale.
Yeah.
Obviously,
and he used to play here. The
Dare,
brother played here.
Former Jag.
Yeah.
Then you
She had two of the biggest shots in
Notre
history
Dame,
in
wasn't
college
she?
Notre
basketball.
Dame, yeah. Then you got Alyssa Peely, whose brother Brandon Peely plays for the Finns. But what caught my attention?
It's Pele, an actual no.
Oh, no, it's probably Peely.
Okay.
Remember Peely? And they used to play. They were fun. Where'd they go?
Oh yeah.
Somebody tell me where Peely went.
The
E.T.,
one-
you heard of Peely?
No, I heard of Pele.
Peely was like a reggae band back in the day that would
Okay.
play all the local establishments. But you were probably just a little tyke running around in your cloth underwear.
Possibly. The one that caught my attention was Maisha Hines Allen,
Yes.
whose brother happens to be
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yes.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen.
I didn't know. I had heard that and forgot it. It's a bigger.
Right.
It's a bigger note that should be forgotten.
Right.
Yeah, I think I had heard that.
Number 2.
Family Feud. There's always something crazy going on Family Feud.
What do we got?
I'm gonna just
That
play it
show
for
has been walking the line of impropriety for 50 years.
Oh, man, it's 9 o'clock, right?
Announcers on the board, listen to me closely. You know you shouldn't. But name someone you have sexy dreams about. Terrell.
Mine.
Oh, man, bro.
No, you can't go family.
I think you misheard the question,
He
but
didn't
yeah,
mishear
bro.
nothing.
He didn't misheard it at all.
He likes his aunt.
Oh my God. I see my man.
Number 1.
I just see a lot of self-fulfillment with that whole storyline, and
man.
it bothers me. I'm not gonna lie.
And Steve, I let the video go. Steve Harvey is still like frozen.
Yeah.
He's like, bro.
I bet, man. I'd rather you say my aunt, fella.
I don't want to follow up on this family in a year.
Number 1.
Yeah, the number one trending topic.
Step on. We can only hope.
Please.
We touched on this a couple of times. The Lakers search took a wild and strange twist, as we all thought J.J. Redick was the leading candidate, but now they think about
Nice call, Bit Man. Are you listening this morning?
Now they're looking at getting Coach Hurley out there in L.A., out there with Showtime and them.
Well, that'd be quite a coup, right? Anytime you can go get to. And by the way, that would also put both current national champions in L.A. together. Harbaugh with the Chargers and Hurley. All right, that's what's trending. It is brought to you by my doctor on demand, Paul. You say no wait appointments that always run on schedule, man. The good old days aren't gone. You can feel better. So whether you've been experiencing muscle soreness, mental fatigue, even chronic pain, low sex drive, relief is there in the form of these bioidentical hormones. He's an expert at it and will put you on the path to good health, but you got to set up that first complimentary appointment at IntegraConciergeMedicine.com. We put a wrap on it next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Jacksonville's home for Florida Gators baseball.
The Gators advance to the Super Regional for a best-of-3 series against the Tigers in Clemson. Saturday at 2 and Sunday at 2:30 on 1010 a.m.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you got divorced, you have children. Obviously, you want to take care of your family, right? That's why I got to tell you about Matt Hinson. Listen up, gang. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. Have you done your last will? It's not the most pleasant thing in the world, but it's something you need to take care of because it allows you to get the assets, the hard work that you have done to the people that you choose and love. Also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. Going to provide you info needed so you are at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson law firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700. That's 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Last year was Link Jarrett's first year as a Florida State baseball coach, and they struggled. But anybody that knows college baseball knew it wouldn't take long for Link to turn it around. He flipped the roster, and before you know it, the Seminoles are going to be headed back to Omaha the same way Notre Dame was when Link Jarrett, the former Seminole player, was the Notre Dame coach. He might be as good a coach as there is in college baseball, even though it's just his second year at FSU. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealers. It's time for Bravo Rama at Nimnik Buick GMC. Frank Frangie here. Find your next vehicle with Car Bravo, a better way to shop certified used vehicles online with transparent pricing. Save big this month with $1,000 customer cash on Car Bravo certified light-duty full-size pickup trucks and 0% APR. That's right, 0% on select Car Bravo certified vehicles. Get it all at Nimnik. Your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting!
Tired of an AC warranty that doesn't seem to cover what actually breaks? Not at Vaughn's Heating and Air. New AC units from Vaughn's include a 10-year warranty covering all parts, all labor, and all refrigerant. So remember, if your AC won't turn on, just call Vaughn's.
What's spelled funny but smells great? A Kuhn Flowers floral arrangement. Kuhn Flowers. The name is synonymous with excellence for over 75 years. High Flying Jacko here for your next floral purchase. Call on Kuhn Flowers.
Nothing came easy, and he wouldn't have it any other way.
It's blue-collar line of scrimmage football. I'm Tom McManus, and I join Jaguars Today Fridays from 10 to noon.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Let's go! Join us this Saturday, June 8th at 7 o'clock in the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena as your Sharks take on the Tulsa Oilers. Great seats are still available. Ask about our awesome family package. 4 tickets, 4 food or merchandise vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Get yours today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksonsharks.com. Shark Tank is having a luau. So break out your flip-flops and grass skirts and come join us. Check out the Polynesian dancers and learn the hula at Shark Fest, our pregame party. The first 1,000 fans will get a free lei. It's going to be a totally tubular night.
Jacksonville Sharks, Tulsa Oilers.
That's Saturday, June 8th, 7 o'clock. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jacksharks.com. Let's go!
Let's go! DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. How would you describe the typical engagement ring customer that comes in your store?
Frank, at Underwoods, we often see customers who've shopped around and are totally confused about how to select a diamond. Now, they're looking for somebody qualified who'll tell them the truth and they can trust. They've heard about certification on diamonds, wholesale diamonds, internet diamonds, deals that a friend of a friend can get them, and the prices will range from unbelievably low to unbelievably high. One of the reasons for the confusion is if you look at the factors of grading a diamond after you know the carat weight, there are 11 grades for cut, 21 grades for color, 11 grades for clarity, so you got 2,541 different possibilities, each with a different price. That's where Underwoods helps straighten out the confusion, because we have the American Gem Society credentialed professionals that'll guide a customer the right diamond for them, one she'll be happy with for the rest of her life.
Underwoods, where customers are served with quality and respect. In San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
Such great sponsors here, and Donovan Air would be one, and also Jack's Concrete Coatings, man. I had them come out and do the garage, and it's just been fantastic. Everything ran on time. They were terrific when it comes to the customer service. So if you've been thinking about a summer project and you're going to get those floors that you could be proud of, like we've often said, you could eat your lunch off those floors from Jack's Concrete Coatings. All right, what sticks out from today? To me, it was obviously... we disagree. E and I think LeBron James Jr. is going to be a top 5 player in the NBA, and Hicken more rightly thinks he doesn't deserve to be in the league. So
I think that was
interesting.
I think that nailed
went like something like that, didn't he?
I think that was
something like that.
Yeah.
E was more top 15,
and I was like top 5. Yeah,
you were
this
like,
guy, sure.
Yeah,
I take him right now.
The Hawks should grab him at 1.
I did say that, and by the way, that is factual. Of course, I'm saying that because that means I'd get LeBron at 1. I'd like to trade Young and Murray and get somebody, and then draft Bronny and get LeBron. I would. Would it be a more exciting Hawks season if you did that?
Yeah. All right, we're out of here. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's we'll be back for a Friday fun tomorrow.
Sure.
No telling what's going to happen. There is some rumor that I might get my back waxed again on live radio.
I don't think that's happening at all. Okay. But it has been a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday so long.